Yeah.
And we're live. Hey guys, welcome from Compass Expo. We are here, me, Ardy, and we've got a very special guest all the way from the Philippines.
John C. from the sunny Philippines
is here, as I always say, Ken, and he says Mo, because he looks like
Ken T.
Exactly, Ken T, who's got a game coming out pretty soon, so be sure to check that out. But hey, look at this. We're live here. We've got John Kranz behind the camera. We've got Bill here, who just doesn't want to come out of the camera because he didn't want to do the live show last night. You can blame him for no live show. See, he's going to throw stuff at me now. But no, we're just having a good time here at Compass Expo. It's been a lot of fun. What have you been playing so far?
I've been playing the war. I've been playing the Soviets on the European map. I'm getting my ass absolutely handed to me. But it's my first full game with the system. I've done some very light scenario work and read the rules. Very pleased with it. So I picked it up last year, and I'm glad I like it because I bought it already.
There you go.
Right? So I will not have wasted the money and I was one of the lucky people to find the magical box that Billy found in the warehouse too of the expansion. So I got the expansion as well. So I have everything for it at this point.
And I'm adjusting the camera. We're just winging this shit. So
oh, this is not script. This is totally
unprofessional. But hey, this is what you tune in for. This is what you pay for.
There may be profanity.
There may be profanity.
Is profanity still allowed?
Yeah.
Okay, so profanity is Bill approves of profanity.
You want to come in, Bill? We're live.
Who are you talking to?
Everybody. We're talking to the world.
We're talking to the whole world. We got like 15 people so far tuned in. I just threw it up there. You guys want to see Bill?
No. Oh, okay, but I got
He's saying no, but you guys are saying yeah.
Right? So it comes up where they're asking questions.
Yeah, they're asking questions.
We got here. Asking, where's Bill?
So it's exactly okay. So it's like ours.
Yes, but awesomer.
But mine has better resolution.
Yes, because
Bill has
pays
a better
for the big boy
resolution.
package.
I like my.
So yeah, we got. Like I said, we're just kind of winging this here. We're just doing an impromptu live show. We're throwing up a different setup, and
we've got
John's
some eminent folks listening and watching already.
Exactly.
Dan the Dancing Man from No Enemies Here is here. Mark Ruggiero from Everywhere is here. So welcome everybody.
Jeff Beeler, Tim Zales.
Yep, Richard
Kerr. Hey, thanks for joining in. And if we can get some more people over here, we'll get them over here as well. But it's been a really good time. And I think you guys would be really happy to hear that there's going to be has it been announced yet? Can we talk about next?
Can we talk about the secret thing?
The secret
Is it even a secret thing? Well, it's not a secret
Compass
thing.
Expo, if you can't make it in November, put it on your calendars for May of next year. There's going to be a Compass Expo Spring and a Compass Expo Fall. So you have two options to make it here. So make sure you put that in your address book now.
Same time, same bat cave.
Exactly, address book. This is what happens when you wing and shit.
Yes.
But so yeah, we got convention
we are
hall.
off the script.
We've got hashtag convention hall. So what are we giving away tonight, Bill?
Bill's like, what?
He's gonna start throwing shit at me.
There you go.
He might throw that bottle of iced tea at you.
Exactly. Yeah, well, we'll just wing it. But yeah, it's been a lot of time. Same location is the plan here in Meriden, Connecticut.
The
So
luxurious Comfort Inn in Meriden,
yes,
Connecticut,
the Comfortable Inn,
which has undergone significant. Let's
has.
say they've done
Yep.
quite a lot to renovate this place
Yep.
since last year. There's,
Yes.
they're not done, but there's, the all new carpets. They replaced a lot of the ceilings. It's they've made a lot of effort to renovate the place.
It no longer looks like Bill's prom. Now it looks a little more modernized, correct?
No, but what? Newer back then.
The previous
Yeah,
carpet
yeah.
was, in fact, from 1972.
The chairs are from
So
1970.
Well,
yeah,
the chairs are
the
still
chairs
from
are still from 1972.
They're vintage.
They haven't gotten that yet. They are antique chairs.
Yes.
I said, I went to the bathroom.
See, he don't want to come on camera, but he's still talking.
No, I said I went to the bathroom, and I said, my God, I probably went to the bathroom in this urinal in 1982. When I was 18 years old.
And now look at it.
Isn't that unbelievable?
Hey, that's part of the fun.
No,
Now,
this
That's
is
what
a-
I was thinking, and then it's all over my pants.
This is a good
Because I'm not paying
location
attention.
for a game convention. And I will point out that they have added a coffee machine to the lobby,
Yes.
which works great and has coffee. And there's coffee available whenever you want coffee. Huge upgrade.
Does it have water up there?
Yeah, there's a nice
there's
water, yeah.
There's a nice water dispenser, but,
Yeah, it's
but we
like
run it
11
out
minutes.
in half an hour and they have to refill it.
Yeah.
So
So that's why we have iced
but
tea.
does it have like soda machine anywhere?
There's
Uh,
a machine up the hall.
like a
there is.
vending machine.
A vending
Yes,
machine.
it's $2.50.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got that, and then
There's a gas station 2 doors down too.
to answer your question, Michael, yes, renovation from last year's convention damage,
Convention damage.
and then
Because we tore this place up, set all the couches on fire. Yeah, Mark was asking about that earlier on Facebook. Mark, I think it's great. I think it's really clean, really intuitive. There's a lot going on. It's not a light game, but I think it plays really, really well. And I'm very happy with it. Haven't touched the Pacific yet. We've been playing on the Europe map the whole time. And, this is my first full game of it, so we're kind of learning as we go. Rick, my Axis opponent, has been, other than kicking my ass, he has played it before, but he's not exceptionally experienced. So we've both been learning. We've both been looking a lot of rules up and stuff like that. Our Western Allied player is the legendary Bruno Sinigalio, actually. And he's been actually doing very good, playing very aggressive as the Western Allies. Kicked some, I shouldn't say what I was about to say. He has performed extremely well in the Mediterranean. Let me put it that way.
he's kicked ass and taken names.
Yes, there are names taken and they are Italian names.
So yes, we are drinking
Iced
coffee.
tea. Iced
Actually,
tea.
Canadian iced tea.
Canadian iced tea. As we know,
because there's no alcohol out here.
no adult beverages are permitted here at Compass Expo.
That's right. I would never drink.
Thank
that
you,
game.
Mo, for bringing this delicious Canadian iced tea.
Exactly. Because I would never drink any type of adult beverage.
I am
Because it says on the board.
That's right.
That you can't have
it now says on the board, and I am, of course, a paladin by disposition, so I would never break a posted rule.
Tasty Canadian
Man,
iced
it's
tea.
good. It's really good.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, we're having a good time. John's over here crying, laughing.
Yeah.
Bill's over here shaking his head. We're
Bill's
definitely
like
having
these,
a lot of fun.
Bill's like these
Bill, you
fucking
wanna come in?
guys.
You want to come in? Fucking assholes. That's
Fucking
exactly
guys.
what he's calling
These
us.
guys are going to make me look bad.
But he loves us.
But that
So-
board,
Okay, so if you're at a convention, wear your funny hats. No funny hats.
I left Ohio at 5:30 in the morning. I didn't remember the business cards. I didn't remember the microphone. There's a
Business cards?
I got 500 business cards from Vistaprint. They're gonna bury me with these fucking business cards.
Somebody
So
tell
I'm
John
bringing
to let
them
someone
every
else talk.
time I remember. I'm bringing the business. Everybody's getting a
There
business
you go.
card.
So they're saying here, someone tell John to let somebody else talk. So John, talk.
Sorry?
You got to talk now. What have you been playing here at Compass Expo?
Okay, I just got done running through a demo of the new Compass Games, upcoming Compass Games, sorry. Project Revolution by Michael.
We have put him on the spot. So.
Yes, yeah, you got me.
Oh, what do you think? Actually, because I played that and it's terrific.
I
loved
think
it.
I think it's really good. I
Yeah.
think that what really impressed me was how I didn't actually play it. I was just getting some impressions, and I was like, "Wow, this is a really flavorful game."
No, yeah, it's great. It's great. I really liked
it's
it.
really flavorful.
I really liked it. I played it full game of it with Mike last year, and I'm happy to say that as the Reds, I kicked Mike's ass. And so, but I liked it. I'm very excited about that release. It's a topic I'm super interested in.
Yeah,
Thank you, Revolutions podcast. But it's about the Russian Revolution rather than the Russian Civil War, on which there are a small but not trivial number of games.
Actually, if I may insert a correction,
go ahead.
It's actually the prelude to the revolution.
That's true. It is the prelude. It is the literal prelude to revolution. That's true. That's true.
I'm getting a text from my wife. How are you doing?
Oh dear. He is while Mo maintains his spousal duties. So what else have you played?
Let's see. What else have I played?
Were you playing Gilbert Collins' Kaiser's Heisen Fleet?
Yes, I was. Thank you very much for reminding me.
Yes.
Kaiser, Gilbert Collins.
Gilbert's here. I got to meet Gilbert. I was very
John.
excited. I've been a big fan of Gilbert's YouTube channel for years. I told him that he was embarrassed, but and I bought a game from him too.
Who isn't a fan of Gilbert's YouTube channel?
I love Gilbert's channel.
If you're not a fan of Gilbert's channel, if you're not a subscriber, go do it now.
Gilbert has cost me countless dollars on Civil War games. Thank you very
You
much.
can see it right there. You can watch the
So
monitor.
what did you think?
Oh, I think it's. I didn't play it very well.
Well,
because I was like, but yeah, again, very
I just played it
solid,
better.
very solid.
I just played it better.
Oh, well, undoubtedly.
oh, were you playing against John?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
okay.
played against me.
So,
Well, yeah,
that was
we
the
talked
ass kicking I'd heard about.
Yeah, we talked about that game, and like we were saying about, it's good to be aggressive, and things he didn't do with the British. He didn't maximize the use of his squadrons out there by getting out all the ships and making the Germans pay. Now the Germans have stronger ships; they can take more abuse. The British can't, but you've got more ships.
Right.
So they're like leader counters for Jellicoe and that or what?
No, there's a fleet flag, but there's no leader.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I only
Good
say
game.
that because I have read a little bit about Jutland, and there's some interesting characters involved in the battle. Not that I think that the game necessarily needs leaders.
Thank you, and I will cheers you with the Canadian iced tea.
A well-deserved and non-endorsed CSR nomination.
Non-endorsed.
I cannot endorse anybody.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the nomination again. It is definitely appreciated.
Yes.
So, Chad getting the Third World War expansion. Yes. We were talking about some of those.
Yeah, let me talk about that because so back in the day before it got picked up by Compass, there were a bunch of fan expansions. One of which was the Korean expansion, right? So they're not planning on the Korean expansion as an official expansion for the Third World War. What they got instead is Manchurian Front, which includes Manchuria, both Koreas, and Japan. It looks amazing. I'm like pulling my wallet out on the spot. They're with the playtest copy. I'll give you $100 for the playtest copy right now. Shut up, take it. And they said no. So, but it looks great. Very excited about it. Anything they want to do for that system. I'm happy to pay for.
Yeah, and we were talking to Eric this morning about Third World War, Manchurian Front, India, Pakistan, Southeast Asia, Cuba.
Yeah,
all these things are in the works.
All kinds of stuff
And
in the works.
Even come up
So,
with some
Bill, when are
ideas.
these all coming out?
Next week.
Next week would
Next
be great.
Bill
Next
says?
week, Bill says next week these will all be put on pre-order.
I
So-
wish. You know what? I'm going to
I
turn
wish,
the camera.
I wish you could see him. He has his
He's going to get up and
arms
move.
crossed across his
He's
chest.
right. Bill is now
I was
running
gonna turn-
away.
We're gonna-
Bill is fleeing the convention center.
So,
Check out,
everybody.
check out the body
we
language
got
on
that.
Bill.
We got the dolly action going there. John Kranz with the production right there. That's
We have
awesome.
John Kranz as our
Now,
intrepid
if it was
cameraman.
Bill for the town hall, it would be like
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
There
would
we
be
go.
much less
There we go.
entertaining.
Well,
We're
I can
not
fuck
for this.
up. I can fuck
Hey
up
guys,
the
we have an
land,
unboxing
maybe.
here.
This is the forehead cam.
Exactly.
No, lately I've been better.
He's been better. He has. He has.
You don't get just the. I never knew that.
I made fun of you in
You
the
might
chat
know what
for
you were
that.
talking about, but then one day before the people came out, I go, my God, I don't think you can see me.
I can only see from Bill's the middle of his nose on up. Like
Robert says hi, Bill.
Robert who?
Robert Moffat. Kilroy was here. Says, I see Bill. Hashtag town hall. So they want an unboxing. What can we unbox? We should do a live unboxing. Right
Ken would have totally said yes if Ken Ruppel would have totally said yes if I'd have said, Ken, let's film a live unboxing here at Compass Expo, and he's already opened the box. So but I will do a video for Ken for 1812.
Yeah, no, that's what I was thinking. You should.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do some video with Ken for tomorrow. So.
What do you want to unbox right now?
Yeah, I'll do that with Ken. There's only one of those, right?
All right. Well, we don't have anything that we can unbox right now. We were going to try to do one.
1812 would be good.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too. I've talked to Ken quite a bit about that. It looks good.
Clark Commando says he needs an Ardwulf t-shirt.
Clark, Mark, just go to the. I mean, you can't see it now, but just go to my spring store. It's linked in all my video descriptions. And you can acquire for yourself a fine Ardwulf Lair apparel.
You should give one away. Right?
I should give one away, but I don't have any. So.
How did the sizes run for the merge?
Well, the hell with it. Do you have the giveaway tool set up?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a StreamYard giveaway tool that Mo doesn't have set up.
I don't have set up because
we can totally do that right now, and I could just send it to you. I've done that before.
I do. I just do it a different way.
What do you give away?
That's not true. I have received.
John, I stole the StreamYard giveaway tool from you.
I gave
So yeah, it's nice.
Where?
It was way less work than doing it the way I was doing it.
Not right now. I don't have it. What's that?
I received a game from him.
He got a game for me.
Yeah.
I sent it all the way to the Philippines.
Yeah. I remember that. I'm like, go, John, you won a game. Awesome. It's going to cost Bill $175 to ship this to you.
So we got Brian asking coffee or beer. No, it is neither.
It is
Canadian
iced tea. It is fat, delicious Canadian iced tea. There's maple syrup in it, I'm pretty sure.
It is not Scotch.
No, it is not
It's from
Scotch.
Canada.
It is not Scotch.
I mean, it's
If it's not Scottish, it's crap.
It's not Scottish. It's Canadian, eh? Sorry.
Sorry.
T-shirt giveaway.
T-shirt giveaway. We should do that.
We should.
We should
And
do that.
Henry
Hold
Mike
on.
joins in.
Let me take over the production
Go for
guy.
it.
Go ahead and talk. I'm going
That's
to take
good.
over the production
I don't
guys
have
for
to
a
worry
minute.
about production for a change on my own
Yeah.
channel. This is great. I like it. I'm gonna have to get Gary to do this more often. So we've got John Clark saying live, where I'm totally not seeing what's on screen right now. So anything you can text, we'll get back to you here in a minute. Where we've got on the screen, I think you're seeing that. Are they seeing that screen?
No.
I don't know if they have screen sharing on it.
No, not screen sharing. So he's looking up the screen sharing, or not screen sharing, the giveaway tool, which I don't have set up, so it'd be great to have you set it up. And this way we can give away
Canadian iced tea.
Canadian iced tea.
Canadian iced tea.
It'll be hashtag Canadian iced
So
tea.
now we've got
Capitalize each word.
So we've gone from hashtag possum to hashtag town hall.
It'll be hashtag
Canadian iced tea.
Which team are
That's
we
going
on?
to have to be like the new
Whiskey Charlie, okay.
Compass catchphrase.
There you go. Perfect.
It's like possum, Applebee.
We are going to get the hashtag. It'll be Canadian iced tea. Actually, no capitalized. We're going to make it easy.
Oh yeah, we've had way too much Canadian iced tea to use capital
Tea,
letters
tea,
at this
iced
point.
tea. And we're going to
Comedian.
He's
Okay,
worse than
let's
me.
fix
He's
that.
Canadian,
Let's fix
not
that.
Canadian.
Let's fix that. I blame the Canadians.
Now, Bill is over here making rude gestures. And we are trying to be really fun here. We're having fun.
Well, we're having a fabulous time, just so you guys know.
We're having an amazing time. And who is that? I have to get back to
Who's
it.
that? Mandarin Mike?
No, that one.
I don't know.
Oh,
What's
that's
that? Look at that. Super chat. Dale Brady.
Dale Brady, thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Oh boy, which Compass game would we each suggest we pick up?
All of them.
Well, okay, but that's you can't give us that answer.
What do you like?
Yeah,
me
give
a
us a
theater.
period.
World War II, World War I, modern, what? Me modern? NATO is hands down. Third World War is right up there with it.
Well, we didn't say what the top seller is there.
Also, I would say Border Wars is another one for modern, because that's modern. But we need to. This is mine.
I think it was mine. I don't know.
You want the top seller so
No,
far?
it's mine.
Yeah, what's top seller?
Top seller is 1862 Brothers of War.
1860.
Okay,
That's the number one seller.
That is the number one
And
seller.
then American Tank Ace is
Is that Christopher Muller?
Yeah.
1862. Yep.
American Tank Ace is
It's
awesome.
up there. I think.
Yeah.
Russian campaign.
I am struggling with. That's great.
We selling here at the convention? Or
Yeah, no, those are on sale.
Convention.
Oh, at the
Brothers
convention.
and Wars, number one.
Flying out. Okay. I'm glad I contributed to that.
And no honor
They like
is
this.
up there.
I'm not wrong, no, am I?
No.
That's okay.
Moose flavor.
No piece without honor.
Catch up on comments.
No, that's better than moose flavor.
Red Rose tea, that is very close.
Without Canadian iced tea.
No
Meandering
peace
Mike.
without Canadian iced tea.
Thank you so much.
There you go. You got your Ardwulf Slayer shirt.
Very good.
And we've got what time is it in John's?
What time is it in the Philippines right now?
Well, what time is it now?
Right now it's
No. What do you feel like? What does it feel like?
Oh, I'm fine with just watching
Like
jet lag.
noon?
No, it's actually in the Philippines. It's 9:20 in the morning.
Okay.
Now, yeah, I asked him this morning actually about the jet lag, and he said, "Yeah, I'm over it. I'm just playing games now." I'm like, I'm jet lagged, and I came in from Ohio. We're not even in a different time zone.
I talked to his wife.
Yes, he did.
She said, I don't even miss him.
Wow.
That's
Any
that's cool.
surprise announcements
That's
from
cool.
Compass or other publishers?
Surprise
This is a
announcement.
Compass Con, so you're only going to have Compass here. And the surprise announcement is, we'll tell you next time. No, they'll be in the next town hall. We can't tell you.
Well, there is a surprise.
There is a surprise.
The
We
May
already shared.
Compass Con.
The May Compass Con is one
Yeah.
surprise we've
So
told
I
you.
mean
That's
that's
not a surprise.
new. Bill literally came up with that this afternoon, I believe.
We ruined that
So-
surprise for you already.
Yesterday. Okay, yesterday this idea was floated.
And the problem is when I signed it up, okay, I say, this is the date. So I come and I tell Julian, and he goes, well, that's the wrong date. I go, no, it's not. And I was looking at 2024 calendar.
Oh yeah.
So we get the 2023 date. So I go to tax. And he goes, oh, that's great. Because there's one problem. It's on Mother's Day.
That's
So,
a-
so that wasn't going to work. So
I don't know if you guys are hearing that or
So I've had my mother trained to not expect anything except a phone call on Mother's Day. Okay. However,
Why?
I have not yet. I've been married 15 years, and I have yet to train my wife to not expect some stuff to happen on Valentine's Day. Okay. So, which is a problem every year because Winterfest sometimes overlaps with Valentine's Day, and that's caused friction. So I believe we're over that at this point, but that's because I yelled with the Winterfest organizers, please don't schedule it for Valentine's Day.
We do have a question here from the audience to Bill.
Yeah, so Bill, what do you think
Compass
about
has some solid titles up for the CSR. Are you happy or excited for those Charles S. Robertson books that some of the titles from Compass are nominated for? Are you happy?
He doesn't even know.
Okay, to be honest,
He says, to be honest,
I don't know.
you don't know.
He doesn't know. We'll see what wins.
We'll see what happens.
No, I don't know what nominated.
See what wins.
He didn't know
a
what
bunch of
nominated.
stuff gets nominated. I brought a bunch of stuff. Barbarians. Hold on, I gotta look it
Well,
up.
see,
NATO got a bunch of nominations.
but
NATO's
the
been
funny thing
performing
is-
very strongly.
The funny thing is, Compass, we don't even put on our website. No other companies, all the other companies put on their website what's been nominated,
Yeah.
so our customers can go vote. Never have done it because I don't know what's been nominated.
Well, Brian says, is Bill
Not
ever
only
not-
can I fix this, but I can actually give you a thing that you could put on the website for CSR nominees. So the little badge that Roger McGowan made up for us that says CSR nominee 2021.
Yeah, what do I do?
So I think that'd be a valuable marketing tool, right?
Can I just say something? I've never voted.
Well, you should go vote. You're
Billy
as,
doesn't vote.
you're as entitled to vote as anybody.
Yeah, no,
So
I-
Cradle of Civilization was nominated for Best Ancients to Medieval Era. Granada, Last Stand of the Moors, which I
that
like
was
a lot,
good game.
is nominated for Best Early Gunpowder. First Blood in the Crimea from Paper Wars was nominated for Best Late Gunpowder. Coalition was nominated for Best Napoleonic.
Okay. Can I just,
So I
can I just
feel.
interrupt you?
No, go ahead.
How did he get nominated?
Well, there was a nominating, a
Open
public
ballot.
nominating ballot.
People nominated.
So
just write 'em in.
people took the trouble to write these in
Okay.
and put this particular Compass Games game on the
So,
list.
so if one person did it, it gets on the list.
None of the nominees got one vote. I can't tell you what the ballots looked like, but I can tell you that none of the nominations. So a bunch of people voted for anybody that got nominated.
Really?
Yes.
So I got a question. How many people voted?
Can you guys hear
That I
all the
can't tell
banter
you.
going back and forth?
1,000?
Can you hear
I
it?
can't tell you that.
2,000?
I can't tell you that.
3,000?
I can't tell you that. I
This is
cannot tell you how many.
impromptu.
However, what I
Well,
will
why is that
say,
budget for you?
what I will say is that, so there's in the current process may
Put
change
it in the
next
chat
year.
if you can hear Bill too. Bill,
Yeah, put it in the mention in the chat if you can hear Bill. I doubt you can. So Bill wants to know how many people voted,
He wants
and
to be
I
on the
can't
show,
say
but he don't
that.
want to come in.
But what I can say is that under the current process, there are 2 voting rounds of public votes. A nominating round, which is just a text field. You can put whatever 3 games you want in, including stuff from 1981, which we will reject for obvious reasons. But and then there's a final ballot, which is open now. Okay, and go to my channel. I've got links. The final ballot will be open until December 10th. So what I can say is that last I checked, which as of today was 3 days ago, we had about 4 or 5 times as many final ballots as we had nominating ballots.
Okay.
So it's very, very strong feedback so
Can I
far.
just say something?
No, go ahead.
Okay. And I know this award has been around for 1,000 years.
That's 1974.
Okay. But I've got one question for you. Why can't we know? Why is it a secret how many people voted? And why do you not provide, because of the All-Star
That'll
game?
influence the vote.
So in the, well, maybe, but
No, but after the
That may
fact.
influence the vote.
But forget that. Okay, I understand
this is a
that.
legitimate question.
Business meeting.
by the
I
way.
understand that, but let's go after the fact.
Okay, so for the current year, I took over in mid-October, early October, okay? And I didn't feel like we could change the charter or the rules or any of that, the categories, any of that, because we were halfway through the process. One of our goals for 2022 and moving forward is to increase transparency. So we would like to be able to say, hey, here's how many people voted, here's some interesting facts, whatever those look like, right, from the nominating round. And here's what the nominating round looks like. Here's what the final ballot looks like. Here's what companies got the most nominations. Those kinds of things that one sees from the Oscars or the Hugos or whatever. So moving forward, we want to. I didn't want to make this about the Charles S. Roberts Awards. I wanted to use this weekend to get away from the Charles S. Roberts Awards. But one of our goals is to increase transparency about how the process works, because I challenge anyone listening tonight to read the current charter and tell me exactly how the process works, because you will be wrong. So because it's just not that descriptive or explanatory. There's really not much of a process there. So I'd like some more of these tea, please.
Now, do you get paid?
Wait, I got to get some.
The vast budget of the Charles S. Roberts Awards will allow me to vacation in Cancun next year.
Jesus.
Yes.
So, yes.
Cancun, New Hampshire.
Cancun, yes.
Or
Yes.
Cancun, Ohio.
Cancun, Ohio, as we would say it in
So-
Ohio.
Robert's saying he's laughing because you're trying to guess how many people voted. You got a kick out of that.
No, I'm not trying to guess.
And then
I'm
Kilroy
trying-
says, I didn't mean to open up a can of worms.
No, I just think it's ridiculous that at the end you can't tell us.
The existing process is not as transparent as we would like it to be.
Okay, so it's like Nevada and Arizona.
Well, I don't know how that works because I don't live in Nevada, but we want to make things more transparent.
Yeah, I think the
So,
fact.
and I mean, don't expect 10,000 people to vote. This is a small hobby, right?
No,
So
I
we're
got
trying to
question.
get as many votes out as we can.
But okay, I got a question.
And 1 vote per person, please.
But you don't monitor that.
What do you mean? We don't monitor?
I could vote 20 times, you wouldn't know.
So you could, but we would catch you because we are really good. So
Okay, so what you're saying is I could do it and nobody could catch
you
me.
would have to jump through some hoops to vote multiple times. And there are some people that vote multiple times that we'll have to fix.
Jeff says Cancun, Ohio, aka Sandusky.
Cancun, Ohio. That's exactly right. So NATO is up for Best Modern Era War Game and Indian Ocean Region. is up for best modern era war game,
against
which is another one
TLR.
I haven't played yet, but I like the way it looks.
TRL, I mean TRL, Thin Red Line. That's going to be the toughest category. Is that Third World War?
Well, remember, Third World War was released in 22.
No, I mean Third World War category. You've got 2 from Thin Red Line, and then 2 from Compass.
Yes, yeah, there is actually. That's true. There's 2 from Thin Red Line and 2 from Compass.
And Mike is still waiting for the announcement of Wabbit Wampage.
Wabbit Wampage. Is that? I don't think that's on the designer signature
Michael
list,
Mellon
is it?
says that Bill is a professional hoop jumper.
Hoop jumper?
Yep.
Yeah.
He jumped through hoops.
Why don't get it?
He says he don't get it.
Best board war game playing components, nominating NATO: The Cold War Goes Hot.
I like that.
Best war game map graphics, NATO: The Cold War Goes Hot. Best board war game rules, NATO: The Cold War Goes Hot. So I think it's safe to say that went over fairly well.
Yeah.
Best magazine. Best war game magazine, because there's also a best magazine war game category. This is best war game magazine. Paper Wars was nominated. Best game review or analysis website, webcast, or podcast. Our very own Mo here was nominated. So congratulations to Mo.
And Kev and Kilroy.
And
who's on
Kev
the
and
show
Kilroy
right now.
and those
The players
punks
name.
at the players' age. War Game of the Year nominated NATO: The Cold War Goes Hot, along with Atlantic Chase, Bandits, Tomahawks, Panzer's Last Stand, and the third winner. It's an interesting mix of nominees. That it's Compass, GMT, and M&P. And I think that's all the Compass relevant stuff that we had. So, all right, folks. So I'm going to tell you, if you've got your Canadian iced tea thing in.
And the product placement is.
Oh, yeah, we're all over that. So I'm going to push the button on that, I think.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
We got 14 entries.
Draw.
All right, so you guys are going to have to email
share
either me. Yeah, we got to share it. No, it is shared. Oh, no, you got to share it.
Yeah. And the winner is
Iggy Cricktal.
I
No.
don't. To be honest, I like
Get it to
it.
the stream.
Isn't that what we're seeing? Here.
And
Boom, there. Okay, Iggy Cricktal is the winner.
You win, Iggy.
You know how to get a hold of me, but if you email Mo, he'll forward it to me, and I'll get you. Give me your address, and I'll give you name and address, like legitimate mailing information, and I'll get you a shirt and your shirt size.
He voted for Players Aid because Kev said it would be
Calcifying.
All right.
Did Kev say that?
So, what did you win? What did he win, Bob?
He won a shirt, a T-shirt, an Ardwulf Slayer
He
T-shirt.
won an Ardwulf Slayer
So we will get that out to you with
and a can of Canadian iced tea.
yeah.
And he said no.
All right, let me get this out of here so we can get that out of the way.
And
Now-
he was on. It wasn't one person.
One of these days I should actually bring shirts to one of these events. That would be cool. But yeah, I've yet to
Now, we
remember
gotta
that.
get John to talk about it. He's just been sitting here
Yeah.
like, why am I here?
So we know that so we know that you've played High Seas Fleet and
Empire of the Sun.
and Empire. Yeah, that's true. John played Empire of the Sun. We don't really need to praise the virtues of Empire of the Sun here.
That's that. That's a small game.
Right.
Is that obscure designer Mark
Yeah.
that nobody's ever
He's
heard
an
of?
up and comer, I'm telling you. Watch that Herman guy. That Herman kid's
They
something.
used to
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Okay. For sure.
So, what else you like?
Pardon me?
What else did you play?
Oh, the
American Tank Ace?
not American Tank Ace,
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Okay.
Greg Smith's Gladiators game, which looks like
Looks like a lot of
I
fun.
have actually can't come over to the table and said, "Do you like movies about gladiators, Jimmy?" And they glared at me angrily.
John putting up one of the gladiators.
John
on
got
camera right
gladiators.
now.
So that looks fun. Yes, well,
Players
best.
Aid was nominated because of Alex's t-shirt shirt selection. Okay, it's supposed to be the best YouTube channel, not the worst.
It is a fascinating and characterful shirt selection, I have to say. I mean,
It is.
it's really fascinating. Famous designer John
John
Carter of
Carter of
Mars.
Mars.
John, you got to get that back. You got to get John Carter of Mars. It's probably been Hasbro.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, they only had it.
Well, it's what we
Right?
asked
And
for.
bring and wear only your T-shirts from the whole convention, and then give them with you.
This is. I might have to
That
talk
way
to
you
my
free
wife
up-
about that.
free up some of the
That's
luggage
true.
space.
No, so I drove this year. So
That's a lot easier.
So did you, John? Did you pick up any games?
Yes, I did. I picked up 4 for myself. I picked up 1 for a buddy in the Philippines, and I picked up a magazine for another buddy.
So what games did you buy for yourself?
I got Third World War, 1862,
Right?
A Tradition of Souls. Thanks to Brittany McFadden for introducing me to that game. So I bought a copy of that, thanks to Brittany. And the 4th one, Sovereign of the Seas. Yeah.
What did you pick something up, right?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh.
No, damage gets done tomorrow.
I bought everything. So no, seriously, I bought 2 copies of Fatal Alliances. One of which is for the legend himself, Fucko. And the what else did I buy? I bought the Red Copies Volume 2. I bought No Peace Without Honor, which looks really good. I bought 2 things from the flea market, plus some paper.
Peace Without Speed.
I have that already.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I have all the whole series now.
Especially since they ran a 75% off special for like 15 minutes in the afternoon.
Yeah, there was a 10-minute run on 75% off. Bill didn't know about it, but you will know about it tomorrow.
When
When the cash
numbers-
box gets
We
counted.
when the numbers come in and realize that there's like the sudden surge in sales for like 15 minutes in the
John
middle of
was
the
like,
afternoon.
"Can I have your attention, please? We're going to be starting the designer seminars," and then I went, "And all games are 75% off for 10 minutes."
15
And
minutes.
you were like 10 feet away, and you were just, you didn't even notice.
No, seriously. 'Cause I don't
So you'll
listen
notice
to
tomorrow.
So you'll see.
Just kidding.
I
No,
bought
but
Crusade and Revolution 2, actually, which looks really good. One of Compass's highest rated games on Board Game Geek, not that that means much. It's going rather poorly for the Soviets, but for the players, I think it's going very well. I think everybody's having a real good time. We're technically playing the Global War, but in practice, 2 games of the Pacific have been completed in the time we've taken to play 2/3 of one game in Europe, and that's an experience level differential between the 2 tables. So, but I'm liking it quite a lot. For those who want like a fairly detailed strategic level World War II game but don't want to deal with World at War, I would recommend it pretty enthusiastically. Assuming I like World of Flames a lot too.
well, that's where the question came up, because I had just done the War Pacific, War Europe, and there was a question asked about, is it really worth having the war Europe or Pacific if you've got, especially Europe, if you have unconditional surrender? You had commented on that on my channel as well, so we can address that. I think there's room for both.
So, well, sure, there are. And I actually like a lot about unconditional surrender. I really like the sort of unified mechanic and its puzzle-like nature, which personally I find works equally well for opposed or solitaire. However, I don't like the diplomacy system, and I feel like it takes too long to play.
Yeah.
Not that this takes less time to play, but you're getting a lot more detail
But
on
it's
it
trying to
too.
do something a little different.
It is different, and you get the Pacific if you buy the whole kit and boot, right?
I mean, that's the great thing.
Now,
and you
You
can
know what
combine
I'm
it to be.
Yeah, no, he's,
Yeah, I think Salvas is working on an unconditional surrender Pacific, but he's been working on it for a while, and it's I
They're
no
in the
visibility.
third printing of the
I
second
heard
edition.
First World War.
I've heard.
What did you guys hear? We want to know in the chat. What did you guys hear? Is it Pacific or First World War for Salvas on the unconditional surrender?
Well, First World War is on P500 already, so that's a thing that's happening.
Okay.
But he's been working on
Is
Pacific.
it using US? The US system?
Yeah, yes, it is.
Okay. Anybody else have any feedback here? But go ahead and put it in the chat. But I think rules-wise, you were saying earlier that everything's pretty clear. Not a lot of
Yeah,
ambiguity.
I'm very happy with the rule book. It's a wordy rule book, but in a good way. In that every rule, every time we've had, hey, I need to know how this works. I have looked at the rule. It's been clearly written. I've understood how it works. There was one particular case where I felt it was a little ambiguous, but then I talked to my opponent and he said, no, I agree with the way you're interpreting that. So I guess it wasn't particularly ambiguous. So I'm very happy with the rules. Sheep.
Sheep herder? This isn't a Euro channel. we're talking war games, not Euro.
There's channels for that. There's
Yeah.
other channels for that.
They usually have colored hair and shit.
That's whatever. I don't care. It's a free country, right?
No, we don't. I don't have enough hair to color. But
So, well, yeah.
so what else have you played? We're planning to play tomorrow.
I'm not sure. It'll have to be a wait and see kind of thing. I know that Jack
So you didn't
Staliker had
schedule out
asked
the whole
me.
trip?
Huh?
You didn't schedule out the whole trip? I mean, like, try to maximize.
To some extent, yeah. I mean, I think there's a gentleman named Ted Ling, and I think he wants to play Fighting Formations. I think that'll happen. Oh, and I played some Combat Commander earlier. Your favorite game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They can hear you on camera.
We'll see. We'll see what shakes out tomorrow. I'm sure.
Okay. Hey, John will be playing stuff all day. I can guarantee that. As will I, and I'm sure Mo will be playing more games about gladiators.
Probably.
Yeah, I'm trying to win the tournament. I'd like to bring that sword home.
So he's got a sword?
Yeah, he's got a
Yeah, he's got like a wooden sword.
Yeah, we've got winners over here.
Did I
on the
not know
board.
about that?
We've got some cool names.
Yeah, so
Is it a gladius or a spatha? Because if it was a spatha, I would be all over it.
It's probably in his room. It's probably
How long is it? Is it like this
regular
long?
gladius size.
Okay, gladius. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
I need a strategic World War II game. World in Flames, War Europe Pacific, or something else.
What's your tolerance for complexity?
Yes. And how much time you got on your hands?
Yeah, well, so I mean, I feel like the war
You
is
set it up and leave it.
well, there's that too, yeah. But I feel like the war is going to play generally faster than whiff. So yeah, that's a question you should ask because whiff's going to take about. It depends on exactly what you're playing, but it might take 100 hours, right?
Yeah.
And the war is not going to take that much time. It's going to play once you know what you're doing, and you don't have to look rules up all the time. It's going to play quite a bit faster. On the other hand, the naval system is less abstract, so. There you go. Empty suitcase.
And Chad says he's got a ton of
Did
space.
you bring an empty suitcase?
Yes, I
did.
did.
Yeah. So yes.
I brought an empty duffel bag
Yeah.
within the.
I mean, if I was calling all the way from the sunny Philippines, I would probably want to plan
By
exhaustively too.
Like all the way across the world.
Yeah, I might even have brought a dummy passenger for the airplane.
I would have weekend at Bernie's that shit. I would have
So-
carried him in there.
So, Mo, what are you looking at buying?
All of the games. No, I was actually thinking of Guam because I don't have Guam.
Oh, I've got that. I like that
I
system.
don't have Guam. And it's Marine Corps.
Guam's the
I'm
big. Well,
obligated.
yeah, but
No.
again, Guam's the biggest one too.
Yeah, it's the bigger one, so that'd be a little more drilled down, a little deeper. 1862. I don't really have a lot of ACW games. I don't have that one, and I'm curious about it because I've heard a lot of positive things. So I'm thinking that'll be pretty cool to check out. And then
I can't buy.
Combat One. When's Combat One reprint? No comment from the peanut gallery.
who are you talking to?
You.
November 30th.
Okay, that's
Come on,
pretty
no
soon.
con spectacle.
So, what were you going to say, John?
No, I was going to say that I don't think, even though I can bring home quite a few games and stuff, I don't think I can do so and stay married.
I understand. My wife is very understanding. That's all I can say.
So Brian Jarvis goes, this kind of looks like Weekend at Bernie's. Throw some shades on John Kranz and pop them in between you guys here. So what we should do is bring in John.
Yeah. John.
Why did you sit here?
He's like, damn it.
Why did you sit here?
Bill doesn't want to do it, so John. Bring Bill in first. Bill, come here. Bill don't want to do
Bill
it.
says no. Bill
So
says
John
no.
will
Screw you,
join us.
John. I hate you.
So, hey, we got John Kranz.
Mr. John Kranz. Thank you for joining us.
Without the sitting blue hex behind him.
I'll do my telepathy
Who
powers.
amazingly
Bring in
still has a
Bill
full head of
Thomas.
hair.
I will bring in Bill Thomas for everybody.
There you go. He's going to channel Bill Thomas.
That's right.
I could have brought the Ouija board. I mean,
So about errata. Now I can step out and let Bill.
let Bill sit down and let Bill go Mount Vesuvius on us
We're
all.
going to have an hour and a half.
Okay.
I still
We can
think
all
total
leave
gold.
actually and just let Bill rant back. Hey, we actually won't sit down. You just see him pacing back and forth in front of the camera, waving his arms up and down.
Let me tell you something. Oh, shit. Okay, so new job opening. Mule for War Games inquired Ardwulf's lair.
Yeah, I had to liberate some boxes from the fine folks at Compass
Oh,
Games.
right.
So
And you did get some boxes.
Oh, we got that already. I get the shakes every time I go to the Compass website with that sale going on.
it's a good
You
sale.
should jump on
There
it,
is a
man.
good sale. There's a lot of good
Jump
games
on it.
on there too.
Compass sale is just tremendous.
Oh, thank you.
I came all the way here for 50%.
See, Bill, they're thanking you. If you were on camera, you could say thank you.
I'm not a troublemaker. Star-studded cast now that John Kranz has joined us. So we can't get Bill to come in. He's
With a fine Pink Floyd T-shirt too. If I would have known, if we would have coordinated this at all, I would actually have worn my Ardwulf 2 T-shirt.
instead
Just
we've
to
got Ardwulf
contrast
Slayer,
with John.
Bigfoot the hide
Bigfoot
and
and
seek
Bigfoot.
champion, and Bigfoot.
Yeah, I planned it well enough to wash all the Ardwulf Slayer T-shirts in advance of.
If the red beats the white, come on.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
All right,
Well,
roll.
that's the deal.
Take my spot. Red beats the
Yeah,
white.
Oh, red beats
I
white.
got white beats the
No,
red.
red beats white.
No, 6. Red beats the white. You did. 6.
Now
beat
you don't
4.
care. See, he's
No,
changing
red
the
beat the
rules.
white. Change the
Yeah.
rules.
And he talks about errata. He just errata his own shit.
I still think we should have errata merch.
Emergency
We should have
errata has
T-shirt,
been issued.
Who
T-shirt
wants
with-
errata?
It should be a famous errata, like something like a really bad typo on a roll booklet. We should just do a shirt. I would buy a shirt like that.
So
I
after
would
buying
actually
8
do
games,
that.
8 games from the sale, me and Eric Mike says he placed an order for another 6 games of paperboard.
You're welcome, Bill.
So he already bought 8 games on the sale and then 6 more paperboard.
Oh, I know.
I bought 3 issues of paperwork with the games today too, actually. So
Yep. So there you go. You coming up?
I don't know why.
All right, here we go, Bill.
All right, Bill's
Bill,
gonna come.
No, you gotta be over here.
No,
Gotta be
you
over
gotta
here.
come-
you gotta we
Go
framed
that
the
side.
camera carefully. You gotta come
So-
over to this
Why
side.
ain't you coming?
He was just
John's camera shy. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah, John hates being on the camera.
Yeah.
So we've got.
John is literally got Bill in a headlock right now, and it's forcing him into the seat.
And there we go.
Okay.
All right.
So now we got Bill Thomas.
There we go.
When
That's
does
Bill
the
Thomas
catalog go
himself.
online on the website? When's the
When does the catalog go live online?
Maybe next year.
What? Huh?
Next year.
Next
catalog?
year. Why not
What do
now?
we- what-
Compass catalog.
Compass catalog.
Yeah, next year.
I don't
Not
understand.
now?
I mean, the games are all on the website already.
Nine. PDF on the catalog.
Oh.
PDF catalog on the website.
That
He's
was,
all like that.
I'm
So-
like, what? I don't understand.
No.
I'm a Luddite, but not that much of a Luddite.
So, Bill, how's the convention been from your perspective?
Good.
Yeah, good.
Well, it's good enough
Look at the camera.
to schedule a second
Don't look
one.
at me, look at the
literally
camera.
yesterday.
Believe it or not, guys, you're seeing the
one
full
word,
thing.
then he'll do 2 words, and then it'll get really comfortable.
No.
Good.
3-word reply. Really good.
All right, I gotta warm him up. I gotta
warm him
some
up. Let me roll the dice. Wait, I'm gonna roll the dice.
Wow.
Red high if he says more than 1 word for the next answer. Hold on. 6. Yes, he has to say more than 1
Do
word.
you-
So Brian's saying, come on, Bill.
6 and
All right,
4.
I
How
gotta
many
get him
people I
started.
talked to?
Oh, you've been talking
Oh,
to
yeah.
everybody.
What a freaking social butterfly I am.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
totally. I mean,
You have no
You're a
idea.
social butterfly like a B-52.
this
No, it's unbelievable.
this sounds absurd, really, to the audience. However, Bill has literally been walking around talking to everybody. Like literally, I think he's had at least a 10-minute of conversation with each and every person. That's
And I have my sarcastic sense of humor.
Yeah.
And,
No.
people. So
There's
it-
no
it's so good.
sarcasm
Yeah.
in you.
So I mean, I came up to him earlier today and said, Bill, you know, the problem with this convention is there's not enough bitter woods being played. I mean, there's 15 tables of bitter woods being played. And he looks at me like, are you fucking nuts?
Yeah.
So I get the same reaction from Bill as I do from my mom, by the way, when I say stupid shit like we're gonna move to an alpaca farm in Svalbard, and she's like, "No, you're not."
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's pretty good. And yes, there are 1 or 2 tables of bitter woods out there.
Yeah, there's I
Just
don't know
one
if
or two.
it's 15, but there's
1 or
it's more
2 with a
than-
1 before the 2.
Yes, that's true. 1, 2.
There's a lot. So if you guys have not come out to Compass Expo, like we said before, there's going to be 2 next year, May and November.
Are the
Why did you go to
actual
May?
dates lined up yet? You know the actual dates?
11 through the 14th.
May 11th through the 14th.
Wow.
No, go push an
Not
extra
that,
week as
because
Mother's Day.
that's
That was
Mother's Day.
2024.
No, that's Mother's Day.
Okay, so
Oh,
apparently,
wait, you're
So he's
pushing
getting back to me on the following.
okay, so May.
sometime in May.
Sometime in May.
So that's something to think about. You'll have Compass Spring, Compass Fall. We've got it all.
All the cooler people will be here in the fall, however.
Yes. Yes.
I'm pretty sure.
So why did you do 2 a year, Bill?
Know why?
That's what I asked.
Because it's
I
fun.
know the
You know what?
I know the answer to
Let
this.
me tell you.
Know what I say? Know what I say?
Well, there's 2 reasons. Okay, it's fun. Okay, and it's an aging population. Okay.
What?
So why not get together twice a year?
Because you might not
To
make
max-
it to the next
Well, I
one.
didn't want to say
Maximize
that.
our limited time.
And you want to know something?
Have you made your final arrangements?
It's just fun. And you want to know, and I like, it's just fun meeting everybody and really talking to them. And I enjoy this. This is like the best.
Life estate planning.
There you go. And then we'll
What happened?
Oh, how we partnered with a life estate
Yeah,
planning,
and-
funeral services.
starting in May, at the next Expo, there will be estate planning here at Compass Expo.
Yes. Yes.
Or the
To make
Compass
your
Building.
final arrangements.
And
So
if
you can
have
make
not
your final
already done
arrangements and get, you can actually do a
Oh.
reverse mortgage on your wargaming.
so. And there will be a
And-
sarcophagus showroom.
And you have to sign up to go in my nursing facility, okay, when it's done.
It's called Shady Pines.
And we'll make
Shady
yeah,
Pines.
Shady Pines.
Exactly.
Everybody in this audience got that joke.
Yes. So
It's run by
Brian's
Germans.
saying so by May they're what?
So by May, because we're all senile, we'll have forgotten we were here in November.
Yeah. No.
Next May should work. Couldn't make it.
There you
this
go.
weekend, next
Rob
May
Hinkle
should
will
work.
be here in May. We will pencil you in.
No, it's just amazing.
What? What?
What?
Charles says if I didn't have to pay property taxes, I'd be buying a bunch of games.
Well, when the bill comes
Who
due.
says you got to pay property taxes? Screw them. Let them come get you. Get some games. I'm only kidding. I do not endorse that. I was just kidding.
No, that's what the credit card's for.
Yes, that's what the credit card's for. Or if you got checks, you got money, so you can always write a check.
That's true. It can always
Because
bounce.
the reason why the catalog wasn't posted online is because we have the convention. And what happens is,
But you put the prices online.
correct.
Right.
People have to actually do work.
People will get a very big uptick once we put that catalog on.
Well, right, but you're mailing it to people and they're physically looking through it. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I guess why not? But I feel like I'm missing out on part of the joke here.
Well, we were talking about why it's not online. But
Why the
it's
PDF of the
available.
catalog is not on the website, but the prices on all the games are already on the
But
website.
you actually got to go do the work by looking through the games.
And what's
I literally, before I came here, looked at all the games in alphabetical order and said, yep, want that, so I want this, I want this. It came in with a list. So, but maybe I'm more organized than the average war gamer. I doubt that,
but once it goes online,
right.
it's going to go, historically, we get a very big uptick.
Yeah, this is a big
Oh,
Because it goes around the hobby that you can
in
go.
PDF on the website.
Yeah, that you can go
Okay.
look at the PDF, okay, and it generates sales.
I like the personally. I like the touch of Compass mailing out the physical catalog.
I
It makes
do.
me feel like I'm on the Andy Griffith show. So
Okay, Opie. But
angry OB maybe.
angry OB.
yeah, no, we
So
know.
6 actual.
You got it, right?
Yes, I got two of them actually. I might as well take this opportunity to yell at you. By the way,
Oh,
when I
When
sent you the email about the Ardwulf their 15th birthday, I said, "Oh, and by the way, my address has changed," and I put the new address in the email, and the package. Bill does, Bill, you get a one-word answer from him, fine,
Yes.
and I'll be like, okay, Bill will handle it, right? So I'm like, okay, so I didn't hear back, so I'm like, okay, well, he didn't have time to answer.
You
whatever.
moved?
Yes, I moved. So
Case in point.
I go back to my Wednesday commute day to the old house, and I'm like, pull into the driveway, go to the doorstep. I'm gotta like take the garbage out or whatever I had to do that day, and there's a large package from Compass Games. So thank you, Bill, for sending, and all the viewers appreciated that you sent those giveaway games.
Yes.
Me too, but you did send it to the old address. I've changed it into your system, so it
Oh
should
my
be correct
God.
now.
No.
And the catalogs came to the right address.
No, because, okay, I'm going to explain this to you.
Oh,
'Cause you're
there's an explanation.
Yes. This is a reason, not an excuse. Okay? A reason, not an excuse.
Okay,
It's a private joke.
okay.
Okay? But I got to. What am I talking about?
The address change.
Okay.
Billy won't come on screen.
We have
Okay.
exhausted
When
Billy
you
all
have
day.
paid,
Okay,
when you have paid for a game,
right.
okay, it doesn't matter if you have changed it in your account
Okay,
because
good.
the order has already been generated. So by you changing in the account, it works with a pay later.
Right.
Okay, but after what happens when you make
News you can use here, folks.
yes, when you make an order, okay, and that order, let's say you paid for a game 3 months ago, okay, and you move, and you go on your account and change it. It
Doesn't update the order.
doesn't update the order.
From an order management standpoint, that's unfortunate, but makes perfect sense.
Yes, because the order's already been done.
Right, right. There's already literally a packing slip
So that's
electronically
why-
somewhere for
So
it.
that's why you changing the account
Yeah,
does nothing,
right.
okay?
Yeah, I did the same thing when I moved. I had the same issue.
Yeah, so that's why you have to email me and I'll change the,
But I emailed you.
You did email it.
you did,
I did.
but you didn't say, I have an order.
I don't.
You
Oh,
did
that's true.
not.
I didn't
I
say
just
that.
thought he
So
said,
Brian's saying, let Bill be honest
That's
here for
true.
a second. Question: when has Bill ever
I,
not been honest?
yeah,
Like,
seriously. So
brutally honest.
I feel like honesty is not
It's not a shortcoming in any
lack
way,
of
shape, or
honesty is
form.
not a problem that Bill has.
okay, but I got
So-
Too
a
much
situation.
honesty is.
So you send me an email,
Right.
something about a
Bill's
50
got a million emails a day.
He sent me an email about 15, something said 15.
Yeah, the 50th birthday. I have 15 years of doing Ardwulf
Oh,
stuff.
so I don't know what
He's
he's
just like,
talking
shut up,
about.
send him some
So
stuff.
I go, okay, I don't know. Oh, will you look at this stuff?
Yeah, you send me stuff, so it's all good.
Oh, because no, it's all I did.
I mentioned I'm so
business.
Oh,
grateful
I
for
remember
Bill's
this
support.
because
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I don't like to give away
Anything.
anything. Okay, it's just what and I don't like.
All right, boys, let's
I
shut up
hate
and
to-
let him go.
I hate to give
Like
away the reviewers. Okay, because I've been burned so many times. And my point
I
is,
cannot possibly comment on this.
and my point is, why should I give stuff to reviewers? Okay, and if they get it for free, isn't that like a conflict of interest? And I'm paying for it. So I have an issue with that, so I don't do it.
Good
Okay.
reviewers will tell you, hey, they sent me this game for free.
And to be honest, I don't really care if people review my games or not. But they were okay. So he emails me this. So Billy is more of a moderate on this subject.
He's a mini me of you.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
He's a moderate on this subject because he doesn't agree with me. So what I do is so I
I'm
don't
trying
have-
to decide whether I think this is nonsense or not, but go ahead.
So what I do is when I get those kind of things and for conventions and you know how people hit you up.
Oh, so
for-
you delegate all this
So
stuff.
I send it to Bill because so I don't have to see it.
Hashtag town hall Bill.
And I don't have to
So you thought you weren't getting a town hall this week. Welcome to your bonus town hall
Yes.
from
No,
Compass
I'm
Games
telling
Expo.
something.
No, I understand. Please continue.
so I say fine, I transfer it to him and he made I didn't know he gave it to you.
And he makes the magic happen. Billy makes the magic
Because I don't
happen.
know I wouldn't have given it to you.
Okay, well, see, Billy makes the magic happen.
See,
So,
because under the Bill Thomas old system, delete. But now I
fuck this guy,
Yeah,
and this
but
guy
now
in particular.
and you. And
but
you
now
two
what I
twice.
do is I send it to Billy and he decides what to do.
And Billy takes care of
How
it.
many games did he
Billy
do?
take care of me
No, no.
twice, three. But they were, they were older games.
Now he's pissed.
So,
Oh, well, yeah.
no, don't worry.
So I'm going to go to Bill tonight.
They're
I go,
excellent older
No.
games.
Billy, you're in trouble.
no, I'm going to go to Billy. I'm going to say, what the hell are you doing? And know what he's been doing? Well, Dad, you told me I have control, so be quiet.
Billy, the audience approves. I'm just saying.
So, yeah, here's what happens too. Okay, because let's tell everybody. Completed on the website. When you see completed means it's paid for. Not that it's been shipped and you have it. Okay, so people think that when they say completed, okay, I got a guy emailed me the other day.
Mhm.
I'm home all day. It says completed. I don't have my game.
Instead of completed, you should probably say ready to
I can understand why
It's a
people get
bad look.
confused
It's a
by
bad
that.
terminology.
Hashtag business meeting.
It's
Go
a
ahead.
bad wording. Okay, and I think we
This
actually
is literally a town hall.
We
that
can
we missed
clarify.
yesterday.
and I think we posted.
We can clarify that.
Yeah, I think we posted online what completed meant. But if, and I don't know how many times I have to say We don't give tracking shipping notices.
Informed delivery is your friend.
Yeah.
I love USPS informed delivery. I use it religiously, and my wife thinks I am insane.
It works for everything.
I check it every day. I know exactly what is coming in. There's a similar service, but less good from UPS and FedEx because they don't like give you good information. But I use informed delivery. It's great. I know everything.
I just got a game from.
I know all the bullshit that my wife has ordered on Amazon and everything.
I just got a game from Mark Walker sent a game out from Flying Pig. It went from Florida to Texas, my delivery hub, to Oklahoma City for 2 weeks. Then it worked its way back to Texas. FedEx sucks. Hashtag FedEx sucks.
But no, I verify FedEx sucks.
Yes. So, but informed delivery.
Donkey balls sucks.
Big time.
Donkey balls.
Here's what I say. On my end,
Now you guys usually ship U.S.
God,
Post Office, right?
UPS sucks.
No, UPS is
No,
UPS
from
used
my
to
end-
be the gold standard.
Oh,
I
they
used to
used
work
to
in
be.
shipping.
Oh,
Used to be the gold standard
They
in shipping
suck.
stuff. They suck ass now. They're better than FedEx, but not by very much.
That's a low bar.
Yeah, I have the best results through the post office, to be
No,
honest.
that's what I do.
They have.
This is still the best.
I think I've lost one pack. As you may know, some games occasionally arrive through the postal service to me, and I think I've lost one package ever. Now, there's been delays, right, where stuff gets gotten in circles for a week or two, but everything's eventually shown up. And the random Kickstarter that I got the shipping notification from yesterday that is going to the old address will probably make its way to me as well.
Hashtag FedEx.
Hashtag FedEx sucks.
And know what else?
You know what?
The reason why you got the mailing
Mm-hmm.
is because what happens is,
Because it goes out to the current address in the system.
well,
And I updated it.
no, that had nothing to do with it.
That'd be crazy.
What happens is we send those. We have our printer
Mm-hmm.
has a mailing. They do those
Oh.
mailings.
Okay.
So what happens is they have all the mailings that have changed.
Right.
So they change that,
Okay.
but they don't tell me that.
Well, you don't care as long as it goes to the right place, right? So,
I don't know.
yeah, good.
But
That's
what
good.
happens is But what happens if I don't change it in my system
Right.
for next year?
Right.
It's gonna be wrong
So
because the mailing.
Because it won't change.
because the
Yeah.
mailing
Okay. I
has-
see.
The mailing has nothing to do with your account.
Right.
So
Okay.
Brian was saying here,
Yes,
thank you, Bill. I appreciate that as a consumer. You're honest.
About what?
Your honesty about everything.
About
Literally everything.
Being honest.
Well,
I know it's something I used to looking at.
I think
It's usually like
if there's one
Hey
thing
guys,
we can
Well,
say,
this isn't in my face where I'm happy.
I think this is
In my
it's a happy space.
It is.
Could be
This
just
isn't a happy space. To be next to you
Compass
two
Expo's
people.
not a happy space.
No,
No,
to be next
no,
to
this is
you
a very
people,
happy space.
I'm not a very happy space.
No, he's on the spot now. He's like, these sons of bitches. I can't stand these guys. These guys are cut off for next
See,
year.
I don't have Billy here.
Billy,
And instead
Billy has bailed.
Billy
has helped
is-
me out
Billy has
tremendously. Billy has
bailed you.
taken great care of me this entire time.
Billy has bailed on you. I said, Billy, come on over.
Yeah, Billy, come on over. Come on over. Come on.
Now he's saying, hold on.
No,
he's
he's
not
saying,
coming.
he's probably not coming. But
So-
so I think one thing we have to say that Bill is not doing is spitting you some kind of line of bullshit because you're not getting that here.
No. But Gilroy's trying to stir up shit.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
let's hear it. Has anyone asked Bill about errata yet? I have my bingo card ready. Mr. Robert Carroll, stoking the fire.
Well, you want to know
We do
something?
random merchandise. We're gonna sit it
I got my Billy gave me
Line
my
them up here.
data
I'm gonna-
errata counters
we'll do
like
the,
literally 2 hours
No,
ago.
I'm not going to get me wrong.
I'm gonna do the work for America. Try this.
Where for I think I business meeting.
We have the business meeting up on the screen now.
It's totally been hashtag business meeting.
Because you want to know something? I am in just a good mood. It is
They're not gonna bring
incredible.
it. They're not gonna bring it down.
No.
You said you were in a bad mood being with us. Now you're in a good mood. Want some Canadian iced tea?
I just blocked you guys out.
Cut off.
What the
next year.
hell?
These fucking
No, I
guys.
blocked you guys
Fuck
out.
you guys.
Because you want to know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Okay?
Tell us what happened.
In a business, okay, you got to get all the pieces in place. And you got to have, and when you start a company because people act like we had everything in place in 2018 when we ramped up. Okay, it was growth, but we had things in place. But now everything is in place. You know, I have probably the best team in the world. Okay, and you guys say, well, you're full of shit. What the hell does that even mean? Well, I'll tell you what that means. Okay.
John Kranz is back here crying, laughing.
I'll tell you what that means. I have a long-term care pharmacy. Okay.
How John has
Wow,
a
how
full
does
head of
that
hair is
roll- how does that
amazing.
roll into Compass?
I'm going to explain something to you. I have a long-term care pharmacy. I have not been there for 7 months.
We're almost out of Canadian iced tea.
I have not.
Hashtag send more.
Will you sip it?
Please continue.
Okay. I have not been there for 7 months because I put people in place and they do a great job. And I just monitor the financial and I monitor operations. I have my ways of, if there's a lot of turnover, and if it was a lot of employee turnover, well, something's wrong out.
Yes, that you are absolutely
Okay,
right.
so there are many ways you can check things. So that's been a beautiful thing. Okay, I'm telling you, Compass Games has everybody in place. I have Brittany, okay, doing
Who
her
played the
thing.
war with us for Thursday?
And time out before you go any further. Congratulations on the
Yes.
on the-
Congratulations, Brittany.
Brittany, up to them age. But she takes a piece of the
The
puzzle.
wedding, you have to be solemn.
You two are the effing rudest people I've
Oh,
ever
we
Just say
totally
fuck
are.
it. We don't care.
We totally are.
I'm not talking to you.
We're practically
I'm not
Canadian.
talking
to you.
We're practically
I'm not talking
Canadian.
about- I'm not talking anymore. What's done?
No. Continue.
Rude.
Everybody is literally, look at the listeners.
Look at this.
The
Rob Hinkle
viewers.
says Compass does great
Yes.
customer service. Thanks to everyone who handles that.
Yes, that's you, Bill.
Right there.
That's you. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you.
So my issue is, so what I'm saying is, I've got everybody in place, and I got Brittany, who is unbelievable. Okay, and what they say?
Mark is
Just
placed
place
in a
another
bird.
Compass order.
But knowing Mark, he has ordered
Canadian
one of
Iced Tea.
everything.
Oh no,
So,
Oh, Mark.
yes. Ontario, yeah.
so,
Word everything.
It sounds good.
okay.
Please continue.
So, okay, Brittany does a fabulous job, and she's young. See, this is the key.
Succession plan.
This is the key.
She's-
Because it's all about
compared
the
to these
future.
geezers.
All about the future, not us effing old people that are going to die before the convention. Go get your ass on. Okay. So,
You're
This
depressing as
is
fuck.
this is turned dark.
no, but what I'm saying, I didn't mean that.
convention.
We're all
This is-
doomed.
This is something. This is Jesus Christ. So Brittany is great. I got Julian, who's 26 years old, runs production,
Boy, I wish I was 26.
and you want to know something?
With what I know.
He runs production. He does everything we ask of him.
He's awesome.
And you're looking at all these, our quality, and people say whatever they say, but our quality is great. Okay, mountain maps, China, dealing with China, great. Billy, he's what, 30, 29? I can't remember.
I'm sure he's no older than
Billy,
15.
how old are you?
I'm 15.
29.
29.
That lies.
Okay, so he's 29. So I got, and Heather is getting more involved in the business. So I've got, and then I have,
Not to meet Heather. They haven't met Heather yet.
yeah, you guys haven't met Heather, but she's Julian's brother, my niece. Okay, she's been like 26, 27. Okay,
Does he work in the store?
Yeah.
she works in the
Okay,
store,
so,
but we're getting her more involved
Okay.
in Compass stuff.
Okay.
Because, yeah, because what happens is,
The person I've been handing large quantities of money to.
Yes.
and you want to know something? In the last 3 weeks, I have seen fabulous improvement and learning ability, and it's just fantastic. I don't micromanage. I don't have to say what I want. They do it before. Okay, and it's just incredible.
Mind reader.
Okay, what?
Billy's the mind reader.
Who?
Billy.
Yeah, Bill. No, I'm telling you, I have so much faith in these people. And then you have John Krantz, but he does a good job. I like him too, but he's old.
He's on the ragged edge of sanity.
Yeah. And then I got Mo, another good guy of the team. So what I'm saying is,
I'm sorry, Charles S. Roberts Awards nominee.
yeah.
So,
And then this guy who I can't.
the Charles S. Roberts Awards nominee, Ardwulf. I must add.
Oh, you're nominating
for last
yourself?
no, for last year. I was nominated last.
That's true.
So
But
I'm
now
also
you're the
nominated.
CSR.
You know, I could tell you a story about Mo, why I hate that
Why you hate
I'm going
that?
to tell you a story, but I won't. I like that.
about Charles Roberts.
But, well, let's talk about that later.
It goes back a long time.
Well, there's probably stories.
And you want to know something?
Hashtag after hours.
And you want to know something? I don't ever forget.
Uh-oh.
That's my whole business mantra.
That's like with the reviewer,
Okay.
favorite review.
You let things go, but I never forget.
No, you don't forget. That's fine.
So-
Completely logical.
I can't believe they pay you to do that.
They don't actually pay them. You know that, right? There is literally a budget of
Oh,
$0.
I know that.
Gilroy says, and then you have John Krantz. That's a ringing endorsement. I smell it. Here's another 50 cents. Per year.
I'm the oldest. I'm older than everybody.
That's true.
I am officially.
Speaking of which,
You're older than him.
before we bring Billy in, I want to ask Bill about what happened to the four Novos here. I thought that it was fantastic. There was supposed to be series. Where's the rest of the series?
It's never going to happen.
Never going to happen?
Which
game?
That's
No,
unfortunate.
Brian Miller has other.
Just doesn't want to do it.
Oh, no, he's
The whatever the series Order of Arms for Fornova.
What?
It's gorgeous.
It is
It's beautiful.
no, I
And it's
know, but
$35 right now.
Yeah,
We'll buy it.
it's like practically free,
You get a ridiculous amount of cash.
and it's gorgeous, beautiful game. So if Brian,
This is
if
why
the
we
designer
do
doesn't
that
want to do it, then I guess
Billy's
that's
like
the end
shaking
of
his
the
head
story.
back here. You can't see it right now, but he's like, oh my God, you guys.
Of course, we blame Bill
Canadian iced tea.
because the buck stops here.
Yes.
no, it doesn't.
So doesn't stop here.
Buck stops here for now.
No, if the designer doesn't want to do
Oh,
it,
you gotta mention Carolyn.
who? Carolyn?
Carolyn.
Your boss.
Where's Carolyn?
Your
Well,
boss.
you know what?
Your boss.
I bought it, so if I
Well,
like
no,
it that
what I'm
much,
saying
maybe
is-
I'll design the
The
next
woman
game in
who
the
signs
series,
all
and
the
we
checks.
could get Brian to sign
I
off.
like him.
You like Carol. I would hope you kind of like Carolyn.
No, she's like,
Rather than
Well, that's optimal.
You would better hope that she would like you.
I don't think she does because who would? But irrelevant to that, I got definitely the better end of that deal. And
Now it's hashtag marriage therapy.
no, I don't need it. Please, I'm my own therapy. I don't need
no
somebody. I
Tom
don't.
Brady. No Tom Brady.
Oh,
Oh,
It doesn't take much.
here's what I think. I'm never going to sit down and have some moron get into my head and tell me what I already know
About Tom Brady.
about me.
About Tom Brady.
Because you
About
already
me.
have a moron in there.
Yeah,
telling
because
you.
I know what I know.
Did somebody say you're not that smart? Is that what happened?
He's the Tom Brady of war games. I don't know if you know that.
I
You handled that. You
I mean,
handled
that means-
handled
that
that.
means
Yeah,
Carolyn-
you handled that situation.
Carolyn, yeah.
No. I think there's no demands on that.
No. Without the demands. Just
Oh, without the demand.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, in terms of those. Yeah.
I could talk about that.
What about that one? What about the CSR award story?
Which one?
The CSR. No, we're not telling that story. The CSR award story.
the video.
No,
is quick.
no,
I
I-
use
no,
the
let's
webcam.
see.
Webcam. I mean,
That's for another.
That's because we're using Mo's fancy camera instead of my shitty
And
camera.
we're not using Bill's like
Yeah.
720, like you only see from the eyes up camera.
Right, the forehead cam.
Oh,
All right, come on, Billy. Go ahead, Bill. Thank you, Bill, for
jump in?
joining us. We're going to sit Billy down
Bill out.
and talk to Billy for a couple minutes.
Now we have the okay.
The successor.
It's
all that.
The chair's here. Sit.
In
Billy.
Bill's terms, we have the old guy who'll be dead by May, as he was putting it. We're all going to die by
All
May.
dead.
We're all,
So now all the young
you're
people-
doomed too.
So it's
Don't
Billy,
forget.
Doomed.
Billy, Julian,
So-
Heather.
Yep.
And
Welcome to Compass Expo. We're all fucked.
Second, couple of sex, but we're all going to die. You know. Now we got Billy. Small.
So what's your official
It
title?
doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But you
Mahomes.
basically run the
We call
fulfillment operation, right?
Hashtag Mahomes.
Like the shipping and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Okay, so you're doing basically
What's
order.
the most expensive trading card you have? Is it the Mahomes sports card? Is that the most expensive? Is that the best value?
Yes.
Billy.
Patrick
The
Mahomes.
rookie card? No, it was not his rookie. I wish I did. I have his one jerky, but the one I
What's gonna have been valued? Do you know how much your card's gonna be valued?
No, now we're talking cards.
All my collectibles are games.
That's good. But so
No, not according to my bank account.
no, well that's
So-
not good. So being the successful, how do you see things going forward? You heard what your dad said. He said we're all gonna die, and it's up
We
to
said
you.
have a team in place,
Yeah.
succession plans
Yeah,
in place.
yeah, no, I think.
About that, I don't want
Some
you
of us
guys
are
to
gonna die.
No, well, you talking
You
about-
might as well spend the money. You're all going to die anyway, right? No, we just, what's what do you see
What do you
Compass
see going
Games
forward?
looking like going forward?
A lot of the same of what's you now. I mean, we have a system in place that's worked, and then we've only updated it and upgraded it with maps and stuff. Nicer components and Brittany and Julia's production.
I agree. Brittany's definitely an
And
Oh
upgrade.
yeah, absolutely.
I think you can announce this because it's here, the poster, like the new line. It's already.
Oh yeah, no, yeah.
Line, right?
Well,
That's
no,
important.
no,
Branding.
well, yeah. First, I want to stick with this for a minute because I want to say that
run with it.
the way we do things now is very simple because Dad had a foundation that he built on of making sure that stuff was produced and that in case something ever happened, whatever, it could be American companies or China, whatever it may be, that we have it in place, games and product that will last at least 6 months to a year. And having that is the best thing you can do just in case. Things are good, anything can happen right now. Anything, you see things happening in the world as it is now. So who knows?
Who knows what Putin's going to do tomorrow?
Well, no, but it's not even that. You can,
Putin on the Ritz.
That's the camera.
yeah. I'll have to look at it.
No, you're looking over here.
Oh yeah.
That's okay. I always look at myself because I'm that.
I do too.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
No,
So-
but
I don't want to look at
I went like twice in this entire hour and a half. I've remembered to look at the camera.
no, but like I say, it's either Putin or it's North Korea testing rockets, missiles, and China was.
It's all about a war game.
Boy, it's getting dark here.
No. But I'm saying you never know. So in our sense, we have a good emplacement of what we're doing.
Yeah.
It's improving, and I think the team's great. Yeah, and
even with the old bastards.
yeah,
It's like we have that strategic reserve that's dwindling in the U.S. We've got a
So
nice
you're
strategic
what he's saying is
It's
you're dwindling this
It's
strategic
not
reserve of
It's
John
ours is a-
Krantz.
ours is a- well,
Strategic reserve of war games.
That's not.
Believe it or
that's
not,
a
there
resource. We're not
are
talking
several youngsters only in their 40s here.
Well,
So-
under 30.
Yes.
Under 30. What Billy's saying, in all seriousness, there's all this bullshit about the graying of the hobby that's been going on for like 50 years. The hobby grays because we all get older, but there's always backfill. Here's the backfill. This is the future of war games. So we're all graying, but these guys are up and coming.
If you read, I'm more familiar with seeing this from the RPG standpoint, but if you go to like 1982 issues of Dragon magazine, you will see letters in the letters column about this hobby is dying. It's all old farts now. We have literally been saying this for 40 to 45 years. And yet here we are. So
Just think, in about 30 years,
do we want to bring in fresh
on
new
Compass
blood?
Expo
Sure.
YouTube, whatever YouTube is in 30 years,
You know, the old fart belly.
they'll be like, I've been hearing this for 40 years already.
Fucking kids have been
Just
saying
saying
this.
about the hobby bullshit.
Yeah, give me my cybernetic implant already.
It's always going to be there, and it's a bullshit argument. It's a repetitive argument that doesn't matter. I mean, we all gray, we all move on.
It's a reducto ad absurdum argument.
But we've got
actually.
young people that are filling it, and
Yeah.
they're going to take up the mantle, and they're going to carry it. War gaming's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. Is what we're saying. And
Speaking of new, you mentioned that new line. That's
Oh,
part
yeah,
of
no,
part of this master.
yeah.
So new line.
Evolution.
so-
There's a new line.
So
New line.
We have a new sub line, a new one, I guess. That's technically with Compass now. That will be called the Golden Age.
From Narnia, right? The Chronicles of Narnia.
Yeah, and that we're working on with 3 games right now. One's the Christopher Muller fantasy.
Which looks. So if you don't know, Christopher Moeller is a fabulous artist who has done a lot of box art for a bunch of companies and has done his own Napoleon Eagles 1 and 2 couples and Brothers of War, and has a line of graphic novels called Iron Empires, which was popular enough to spawn an RPG called I think Iron Empires, and which won an Origins Award actually. Fabulously creative individual. So please continue.
And then we have another one that's Emperor's, which is about Rome.
Imperamus.
Yeah, I don't know.
Liz Davison is throwing a fit right now.
Yeah, I don't know who the designer is. So my apologies.
I mean, this is all up.
And that will.
Yeah, we have put him on the spot here.
Those will be kickstarted. Funded. Those have to hit a Kickstarter number. So that no one will be able to pre-order that until Kickstarter comes, and that's when it's got to be Kickstarted and it's got to make it for us to do it.
Here's a question for you, a business question, because this leads into this question here. All this dark talk, I feel like calling it good and moving into one of Bill's nursing homes. Are you going to take over the nursing homes, or is that going to be?
No.
All right, so
all
the money
when
that
are you
we
going to
give will
put
go
Bill
to Bill,
in
not
the
really.
nursing home?
No, he doesn't want to go, so he won't do it. But no, first of all, bless him. I don't know. It's just very.
Billy's like, I got 40 or 50 years to worry about that shit. That's for all you guys.
No, I won't ever get involved in that part of this.
Don't ever say never.
No, I won't. No, I won't, because that's.
No, I find that
creepy.
response completely understandable.
No, it's
to be honest.
very difficult, and what I've seen from people, very difficult.
Oh, it is.
Business to get into, and there's a lot of decisions he made throughout his life that that you make, and I don't know enough about that industry to know.
Have you made your final arrangements?
Have I? No.
He's too young.
I thought.
I'm old enough. I've been getting those mailers for like 20 years.
No,
Have you made your final arrangements? Like, man, I'm 35. What are you talking about?
No, at some point, I plan on doing a will soon. You never want to.
That's true. You should always have a will.
And so I got to get that.
That way you can just say, fuck you to the relatives you don't like and disinherit their Well, that's why you have a will.
Oh yeah.
Ardy's like, holy shit, dude.
But no, look.
Hey,
Especially for a large game collection.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Look, the direction we're going is very good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. And look, if Tommy was dying, we wouldn't be able to do 2 games a week. And it's just, so that,
Bobby was dying, we wouldn't have new games coming out.
and I would have a production a year off or 6 months out of games that we have almost ready to be done, or that are done. So look, it is what it is. People will say what they want, and that's fine. But I mean, the numbers speak louder. And we're growing.
Those are up actually too.
We're growing. Yeah, we're growing. New people, new customers that we never had before. Now, I can't say that's true.
I do want to make one comment because I love you guys dearly. Isn't it funny how Bill and Billy both say, look, and then they start saying whatever we do. They both say the exact same thing.
Well, I learned.
Look, exactly. Look, I'm going to tell you now.
I mean,
it's great.
It's true. The quality of the games, Sean, it's always been my position. In a hobby this small, right? There's no like media conglomerate controlling, like there's 10 Taylor Swift songs in the top 10. That's like a media conglomerate controlling everything, right? This hobby is way too small for them to notice. The quality of the product comes through, right? For whatever company it is, right? There's quality product coming out all over the place these days. That has helped. Wargaming is as healthy as it's been in decades. I think we have every reason to be super optimistic. That doesn't mean we should try to bring in new, younger people. I mean, we sure should, but we'll be fine.
Yeah,
this is going to outlive me. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, if I keep smoking this much, it's going to outlive me by at least 30 years.
Now, Brian was talking about an aside. What is the movie poster for the Great Locomotive Chase 1956 here at the con? That's for the
new line too. That's the other one. That's the third one.
There's cheap trains in it. That's actually been there's been a bunch. There's been like something running with that.
Yes,
and it's been well attended. And people think like it.
Well, they've been saying about what is it?
I despise train.
You don't need a ticket to ride to raid the rail or something like that. John is
Right,
going to join
if you
it.
steal the train.
You don't need a ticket to ride if you steal the train. So I said to Wes.
So is it like
the
the Great
designer,
Train Rally?
It is.
Oh.
So I said to Wes, the designer, what you should say is in 18XX, you don't need a ticket to ride to
If you steal the train.
if you steal the train. That should be
There you
the
go.
tagline. So
There
that
you
way
go.
you hit the 18XX and a ticket to ride people, and they go, huh? And then they check out.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with no.
I'm going to charge you for
I'm
that.
gonna go with no, man.
No,
You're
that's
not
a,
gonna charge-
that's a professional. That's
not
a,
gonna pay.
That's a Mad Men quality marketing slogan
The
right
problem
there.
is the XX. Like,
That's a John
You
Draper quality
You
marketing
can't,
slogan.
18XX ain't trademark.
stupid.
Oh no, nobody even.
Everything.
18
The other part I like.
75
18
publishers.
dash.
But yeah,
In the 1800s.
so that one's
boring.
about the union.
Yeah.
20 union guys behind lines steal a train, and they go and they try. Their objective was to blow up bridges. The Confederate, it's a Confederate train, and Confederates shoot at them and stuff.
As seen in the
I
The
guess-
Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
But it never happened. He was telling me
The
that.
greatest Western of all
It
time.
never happened. So,
One of the greatest out of there.
so we're excited about that. We're excited about those. And those
Most
are the only,
got opinions on this.
those are the only three
No,
that
it
we have
definitely is.
right now.
All right, thank you, Billy.
I appreciate it.
We really appreciate you coming
I
on.
appreciate it.
I understand you're not like the camera guy.
So, yeah, we're just like waiting for shit.
Oh, this was
Totally unprofessional.
there was no
A lot of
plan.
Canadian ice
Hey,
cream.
should we go live in 8 minutes? Oh,
Sure.
yeah.
We have no
Sure.
Canadian iced tea.
Sure, Mo. Let's go live in 8 minutes.
We're out of
Let's do
Canadian
it.
iced tea.
We're out of we have all of the Canadian iced tea has been delivered.
This is true. Compass is an excellent example that the hobby has not done. So, I mean, I think not just Compass, it's everybody. When you look
Yeah,
at
that's a
all
good point. Yeah.
You got Compass M&P, GMP, Lock and Load, Flying Pig, Legion, Revolution,
Spiel's doing really well.
everything.
Right? White Dog is doing really
White Dog.
well.
Yeah, I forgot about them.
the Scorpio Game Company is doing well.
Yeah, I know. Hey, Admiral Seabass was on earlier. I don't know if he still is. He's got World War 1985 coming out. If you have not checked it out, check it out. It is massive. It is epic. It's like Axis and Allies on steroids for adults. If that makes sense. But it's really cool. It's World War. 1985, badass World War III. Check it out. It is awesome.
I don't need that. I have so many games. I seriously have so many.
It's all miniatures like Axis and Allies.
Oh, it's one of the.
But it's like a miniatures mixed with native kind of. It's got a lot of depth to it, and it's got some crunch, but it's got the minis, and it's a lot of fun. It's really good. So definitely check it out. And John is walking away now. He's getting tired.
John has had enough.
I'm
of this
old. I'm gonna go die.
bullshit.
I'm gonna go die.
He's old. He's gonna go die.
We're gonna do succession planning. And then action.
So what are you looking forward to the most, Mo, from Compass that's coming up? I guess the
I
town
really
order
enjoy the
already.
town hall.
You should
because-
mention what you've worked on at the project. Actually.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah, well, that's fair.
as far as projects go, it's we've got Vassal projects going nonstop.
Please, yes, please continue.
A whole bunch. Which there was no Vassal. There was no Vassal team before.
Absolutely essential. Vassal is absolutely essential.
About a year and a half ago, I kind of talked to John about it.
Yes, bullying was the term I used.
So I built a Vassal team, and we've got a really awesome stable of Vassal teams that are building out our Vassal, modules. We're also trying to get them to get done quickly so we can do learn to play, which is another thing I did. And then with the designers who are awesome at supporting their games. And aside from the designers, we've had some really great, I guess, SMEs, for lack of a better term. Just guys who know the game and step up and teach the game for the LTD. And then I'm also working on some projects. So I'm trying to build a development team. The next thing,
Mr. Big Shot here.
trying to get development teams together so we can make the games better.
And he's become absolutely insufferable.
So that way we can try to minimize the rock as much as possible. Because I know that's a problem that a lot of people complain about. John made a huge impact on minimizing that, and then we need to take it to the next.
And Brittany's helping with that now.
And Brittany's helping as well, which is a really big impact. So it's a multifaceted thing. I mean, if you guys, I got a challenge for you. Anybody out there who wants to bitch and cry and complain about a rod and think that it's really easy, thanks for handling. He's doing a production. This is awesome. On my own channel, I don't do production. Anybody who thinks it's really easy to do a project, you want to get involved here. With any. I'm not just saying step up, get involved, and you'll see that it is a lot more involved than you think, and there's a lot of room for error.
And there's a lot of people that need help, right?
There's a lot of people that need help, so step up, get involved. If you feel passion for the hobby and you want to care about it, you want to make a positive impact for not just yourself but for others, the way to do it is get involved with a publisher and make things happen.
I mean, there's a lot of ways to do that, right? I mean, you can do that as a content creator, and some publishers will actually return your emails. So, right, yeah. Just hand it off to Billy. And Billy takes care of everybody. So Billy makes the happy time happen.
When's Crans coming on? Any cut for time?
Yeah, we gotta bring John back
We're
on.
gonna bring John back in here for the last bit. Exactly.
Thank you so much.
Sorry. So are we gonna see an 18XX Jesse James train run?
I think, well, it's not 18XX. It's pretty different looking from 18XX. I have literally walked by and said, I have no idea what this is. But there are trains. That's what I know. There you go. Yeah, we're doing fine.
There you go, Stigler. Stigler knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
You got to take the bull by horns.
Yeah, and that's that's what he did. He went and got involved in PBACW, and now he's a big shot, right?
Quit your bitching, Kilroy.
That is true.
Get involved.
I actually haven't had any work for him to do in at least 2 days.
You know what?
So
I think if everybody looks at what content creators do, and then, well, some content creators are just about their channel. Others get involved in their channel, CSRs, right?
what was I
Working
thinking?
with publishers, you got to get involved. If you have a passion for it, get involved. Do what you can to help out, because every bit helps.
Yeah. I was just gonna. I was gonna.
Just stop there. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I was gonna say with the community. So you guys are great, right? But
We know that.
the community, I'd say in the last 3 years, like there's been game projects literally that have happened because of the live broadcast, where you as viewers have posted, what about this game? Like we did the GDW licensing acquisition, and we're gonna do some of the games you asked for, like Belter for science fiction. Somebody else asking about Belter on science fiction.
Yeah. Where's that coming?
It won't be till next year that we're gonna start, because we have a lot of GDW titles to go through. But we're gonna do more sci-fi for sure. But a lot of the games we've gotten directly from the viewers here. And it makes sense too, because we're doing a lot of reprints, like we've taken the older games. So people that have been in the hobby a long time, they're saying, "No, what about White Death or Road to the Rhine?" Or we do those polls. Or people just have suggestions. You had a suggestion for me.
Struggle for Europe.
Struggle for Europe.
Yeah.
Which might be something that could
Or
be.
Winter Storm.
Yeah.
Winter Storm. I'd love to see.
Yeah. So we're always looking for ideas for other.
You don't even have to read.
We can't do Europa, right?
Well,
It's
so I'm here.
impossible.
I'm here.
It's
I'm
impossible.
pleased to announce that Compass Games will be redoing Europa.
Yeah, we're gonna do a Europa.
It's gonna be called
each
Europa.
counter represents 3 lawyers.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be called Europa.
Each counter represents lawyers, and there'll be like, and instead of out of supply, it's like buildings burning, like something like that. But no, everybody's been great. So it's probably true for other companies, especially those that can do a lot of game publishing. But for us, it's definitely true that we're community driven. A lot of the end project ideas.
They've been super responsive. I mean, Compass in general has been really responsive to community feedback, right? Honestly, both good and bad, and literally both good and bad, right? So, I mean, but that's good, right?
Well,
You're
help
actually
build-
listening to people.
Bill's got pretty thick skin, but he's also like you've seen the opposite. Like when we go into the business meeting mode,
Oh yeah.
or the what's the new one? The rant. I forget what the rant mode is or something.
Well, business
But
meeting.
that's because he's very passionate about the business because it's it's a family.
Like somebody else.
It's a
said, no one ever
family.
accused
It's literally
you of
all
not being
family members,
Yeah.
right? He didn't mention Carolyn, his wife, but Carolyn's a big helper. She helped with the expo here. But yeah, he's very passionate. So yeah, he'll get upset, but I don't mind.
Or
That he
even
gets,
just
I don't mind when he
find-
gets upset because he cares. He's passionate. It's like any business leader.
Oh yeah.
You know, if they're just gonna be like this or whatever,
Bill
you know,
can be-
political line. There's a
You
political
can complain
safe
about Bill
line.
being
They won't do that.
not politically
They won't do that.
correct and not having a filter.
But you're not
But
getting
you
any,
cannot complain about him not having that.
you're not getting any
Yeah.
bullshit out of Bill
No.
either. You're
Bill's
getting
Bill
Bill
free
Biggs.
package.
Bill's unfiltered.
There's no
And you
filter.
can just
So,
look,
I mean,
look
that-
at the
that's worth
episode.
something.
Look at the episode last year with the company catalog and billing when the euros were on.
Oh yeah.
He was pretty
Quiet as a
visibly,
church
he was
mouse.
visibly upset. Walked
Yeah.
away from the chair.
Came back and sat
He
there.
needed
in
to. He
silence.
needed to like.
I was like,
you can read them pretty easily.
now I'm sitting at home and I'm uncomfortable. But
Yeah, Stigler's got a great point. here.
lots of ways to get involved. Make a YouTube channel, get on a playtest team, design a game, establish a company.
Or maybe just find somebody and teach them to play a war game.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
now establish a company. That's
kind of a.
that's like thousands of bucks.
Like,
Doesn't
not
help.
necessarily.
Well, but you know, get on a playtest team. That is a great step.
Yes.
Make
And then you
YouTube
can
channel.
stop complaining about the unplayed test.
So how does this Dallas Games Marathon thing work where we live? Is that like a leased space that they got the money? So
Everybody's got a phone, right?
It's affordable, so it's affordable.
I don't have
like
a
it doesn't cost that much to lease the office space.
Well, they go in there and
Like how much are they paying? You think? I know we don't know.
Well,
$1,000 a month?
I got to find out how much you're.
Because that's a cool idea that you can.
You got a phone, you can do a channel.
Oh yeah, talking
I mean,
Yeah.
as far as
There-
that, well,
There are tons of people way bigger than anybody in this room
Hell yeah.
that are like on YouTube that literally just do everything on the phone. So, just saying,
bad.
And just to go back to the expo,
But I love
stylish,
I hope
stylish, and from 1978.
Stylishly bad. I mean,
Just go Inferno.
and I hope the expo experience has been good. We did some changes this year.
What changed?
we did-
I didn't
we
notice.
do- we
Other
did-
than the coffee
Yeah.
machine.
So that was
Positive
good. So
change.
there's also waffles in the morning. With
That's
a little
true.
better.
That's
it was
true.
with
Better is an upgrade.
look at that comment.
Yeah,
Which one?
the Stigler's company or tasting
Great
music.
taste in
I mean,
There
it's
we go.
no
Yeah.
M on dual Stigler, but I'm just saying.
So I'm on the wait list for
Oh,
the.
somebody's walking around in a King Crimson t-shirt. Did you notice that?
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah. That's I forgot his name. Scott.
He's got
Scott.
it.
I don't know. He's in bed.
So what?
Folded Germany.
What's this now?
Harry Z.
Not
from
much war gaming
Folded
going
Germany.
on here, but we managed to play Donnerschlag.
The Horse, yeah.
Buka, Brotherhood and Unity from Compass at our
That's
local
awesome.
game.
There you go. Yeah, Buka's doing some good stuff too.
Two fantastic games right
Brotherhood
there. Now,
Unity is great.
let me tell you something right here. I'm going to tell you now. We got a couple seconds. The publisher to watch outside of Compass is Buka. They
They're
make
doing some really impressive stuff.
top-notch shit.
Their production
They're-
quality is off the
It's
charts.
off the charts, and their games are solid. I've got Red Strike. I'm going to be honest. I haven't had the time to spend as
Is that
much as
them?
I want. Red Strike playtest.
Is it them? I didn't think that was them.
He's brutal. It's just, it's good. It's really good. So if you like Third World War, definitely put the pre-order in for Red Strike from Lucas Simulations. You can buy with confidence. Their stuff is top notch. The games are solid, and they're an up and comer.
I've got
They
two
are
of them. I'm
up
very
and coming.
impressed.
They,
Very
within a few years, people are going to be saying, just like they say, GMP and Compass are going to say, GMP, Compass, and Buka.
What I like about Buka is that they're young, and so it goes to what Bill
Yes.
said. They're very young, so they were at Consummate Expo a few
They're
months
kids.
ago.
They're teenagers.
They're
They are
kids,
kids.
very well conditioned. They look like they could be playing
They're
football all day.
That young
Very
German,
fit, very fit. So,
Fit young German man.
yeah,
not like us old bastards
exactly.
that are going into
Fat old,
hills.
I'm the graying
fat
about.
old coots from the United States.
And what we did different, so not everybody's going to know this unless you go to the website, but what we did different this year was we had separate designer seminars for about a half hour max. And,
Oh, I guess I did notice
and
that.
what drives that is we've got so much in the pipeline people don't know about. So these are games we've never talked about. They're not on the catalog, and we've got like we didn't even talk about them all, to be honest, and even the sessions. So there's probably about 20 to 25 games based on designers that are here that we know we're going to be doing that are just not even announced yet. Or maybe
some
we
of
just
which are on
mentioned
the
them.
are
we
like
just
about
mentioned
to
them.
come out, but
Yeah,
some of which
it's a
are
mix.
like ways away.
We got a lot of,
You know, I stand in on a
The
couple. That's
pipelines.
very interesting.
like Bill said, I asked him, when did the pipeline start building up where we have a 6 months to 9 months worth of product? You know, it's like 12 products in the warehouse done, shrink wrap. He says, oh, we started about 3 years ago. I didn't even know that. I thought it was maybe a year and a half, 2 years.
Well, I
ago.
noticed that
But
last
it's
year
been quite a bit.
when Bill talked about that. I don't know if that was a public thing or not. I'm going to say it anyway. But Compass is planning ahead for like shipments. So stuff's here that's going to ship in 2 months, and that's might seem weird, and it is weird. But it's also forward thinking in that if there's a logistics snafu, like hypothetically, then it's going to disrupt a lot less necessarily than it would somebody else who's dependent on the stuff gets off the boat and has to ship immediately.
John, what are you talking about? Will the talks be posted online? This will be on my channel.
This is already on your channel.
I mean, it's live, but it'll be recorded. So
Right.
if you,
But he's talking about the seminars. But I don't
oh
think
no,
that-
no, 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 no.
he knows
We're not-
Oh, yeah, the seminars aren't recorded. It's just too hard to do that. It's really more of an exclusive activity.
But it would take somebody.
Bill would have to agree to it, basically. It's
Well,
not-
yeah, but we could
Out of
fully go
respect,
into
we're
it.
not doing that.
But it would also take somebody to, like a videographer
I mean,
there
we
to
could
babysit it like the entire 6 hours that it
We
happened.
could have just, I could have shot video and fucking edited.
And somebody was commenting about solo games at a game convention.
Yes.
That's actually become more a part of gaming conventions, usually through designer hosted
There's a
sessions.
couple of people
So
doing that
Gregory,
here.
right? So
Yeah,
there's
well,
there's hosted things, right?
that's a bit different.
To
though.
teach.
There are some people that brought their own games and are just soloing them. A couple, like maybe 2 people. I think that's unusual, but if that's your scene, I guess go ahead. I mean, I'll be happy to play with the fabulous folks who are playing the war. So
I'm trying to find out where this. What is the echo? Oh, I see what the echo is.
Uh-oh. Is there a sound?
you had 2 microphones.
Yeah, and then there's echo in there. So I was checking
Oh.
that at the same time.
That could
So
be-
if there's echo, that's my fault.
that's most of them.
And you pay for it.
That's true. Send your invoice to Mo at mostgametable.com.
Exactly. So now we've got too much Canadian.
Too much. Oh, there's
no more Canadian.
Too much.
We
I-
ran out
Canadian
about
iced
10. We
tea's
ran out
not-
about 15 minutes ago, actually.
Empty.
Empty, that's right.
That's iced tea.
It's very fancy iced tea, though.
Yes.
As you know.
Why would anyone want to go to a solo gaming convention?
Actually, this is a great idea. I don't know if Stigler meant the question this way, but it's a great idea.
Yeah.
What if there were a solo game convention where everybody went and just played by themselves?
Everybody together.
Yeah.
Alone.
I mean,
So I heard with the new meta technology with VR, you're going to be able to do conventions where you put on the strap and you can see other people. Like I could sit next. It would be like this.
Yeah.
I would see you guys and I could like sit next to you.
I mean, you could
I hear that's starting to happen
sort
now.
of do that with tip.
I hear that's starting
now.
to happen already.
Yeah,
Where-
it's not
But
exactly.
it's like, but it's the
mature
whole.
technology,
But you're like, it's like looks like a room, and you can sit next to people. I don't know how. They
You know
do
what
it,
we need
but
to do?
That's,
We need to
that's
do
coming
a-
one day. I hear.
We need to, sometime over and maybe after the holidays or something like that. We need to do like a content creators con.
That would be very cool.
Have
Stuka
a bunch
Joe,
of us
you
get together
guys.
and just
Yeah,
Stuka
that'd be
Joe
very
is like
cool.
the legend. He's like,
Yeah.
how the
We're
fuck is
literally
he-
doing this
You
at
can
his
do a
house.
technical.
I want to do
session.
this
Stuka
at Joe's
Joe
house.
Technical session.
for CSR.
That's a. I have no.
Now, no
the-
offense. Thank you, everyone who voted for me, Kev, Players Aid, and Kilroy was there. We
guys
honestly,
are awesome.
we
They are
truly
all, I'm
appreciate
sure,
it.
grateful, except
But
possibly for the
Stuka
players'
Joe,
aid.
How the hell do you not nominate Stuka Joe? Don't assume, which is true, that he's in the Hall of Fame.
I'm
He is.
sure everybody. This is
It's an
I have no
assumption.
idea, but
Assumption is the mother of all.
somebody may have assumed. I'm sure everybody else voted for Stuka Joe and voted for other people.
I mean, Jose, I love the guy dearly. He's the best ambassador.
He is the
to
master of our craft.
He really is. He takes us to a completely different level that we do. I mean, I try to shoot things at a good level.
We are
but
garbage
He's just
compared to Stuka Joe.
he's like Spielberg, and we're like
Let's just
I
see what
don't
the
know.
next convention is.
I was going to
Like
say
a
that he's
Kickstarter
the
guy.
Federico Fellini of
Yeah, I
working
mean,
a YouTube
it's like,
channel.
but seriously, there should be, and being a CSR director is right next to me, there should be a special mention.
Content contributors. Oh, you got that already. You got the video
Yeah,
channel.
Right? Next year, regardless of who wins this year, next year, everybody vote for Stupid Joe.
This is Mo's endorsement. I cannot officially endorse
You can't
it.
officially endorse.
I can't
But
say
I
that.
am saying do it.
I am not arguing with Mo on this,
You're
but
not
I cannot
allowed. You're
officially.
hand-
How does that sound sad? I'm catching up on comments.
What's sad? What is sad, Stigler?
No,
You can have
no,
a write-in
shut up.
ballot. That
What
would
happened?
suck,
What's that?
but
You need a write-in ballot.
Write-in ballots are bullshit.
if you view it differently, it's uplifting. All playing alone but together.
Alone, that could be the tagline. Alone but
Yeah.
together.
Whoa! There's the man.
There's Stupid
there's
Joe.
The maestro himself, Stupid Joe.
There he goes. There he goes.
Seriously, Jose, you do an amazing job. You're an inspiration to us all. Thank you for what you do
Absolutely.
for our hobby, and just bravo.
Total agreement.
People,
agreement.
people ask that Constable.
I can endorse Stupid Joe because he's not nominated.
Yeah.
That's true.
So enjoy anybody not following Stupid Joe, you're an idiot. Go follow Stupid Joe.
Yes, if you don't follow Stupid Joe, you are an idiot, and
Or you're new.
or you're new.
Yeah,
or
but
you're
I don't even know how that would happen.
So if you're new, don't be an idiot. Go follow.
Yes,
Stupid
go
Joe.
follow Stupid Joe.
No, I mean,
Yes.
Jose does he's very passionate about the hobby, and it's very evident in the videos he does. He does not put out the level of content other content creators do.
In volume.
Because
In
of the
volume.
time. Because of the time he needs.
He dwarfs us
He
in
produces
quality.
He's the Steven
And-
Spielberg of.
Yeah, he's the Spielberg. He's what we all aspire to. So,
I mean,
there should be a
Yeah.
friggin' Stupid Joe.
I haven't even had the balls to try to do a Stupid Joe quality video. I'm like, nope, I can't do it. I'm just gonna turn the camera on and talk for 2 hours, and I'm good.
See, now Stigler takes it to the next level and say,
That's
not
true.
only do all you content creators suck, but Joe designs games that you guys can't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which is true.
designs the brilliant solitaire system for a bunch of stuff.
Look at that. Perfect timing.
Yes,
Yeah.
and here
His
comes
ears were
Joe.
burning.
We've been kissing his ass for 2
And
hours now,
we did his solitaire. We did his sequence of play card idea for Compass.
Yeah.
For a few projects.
which is
now.
a great idea.
This is
So we're
true.
doing that. Gregory Smith.
Stick
We
a Joe,
picked it up
stick
for
a
that.
Joe, stick a
Yeah.
Joe, and then he shows.
He's the Haster of war
There
games.
we go.
Hey, no, seriously, I mean, you do amazing work. You know, stick with it. We appreciate it. And I know not every content creator gets the kudos that they want or appreciate, but I know you've been an inspiration to me, and I know
Yeah.
same for Ardy.
Absolutely, and I don't believe we're really this. I don't believe this to be a
This is not an
revelation to the
ass-kissing,
community
Yeah.
that we're like introducing this new and hitherto unknown creator to you all. I think we all know who Stupid Joe is and what great stuff he has done over the years and has been doing for years.
So, like, we're the dollar menu.
You're the McDonald's dollar meal. There you
I would
go.
prefer to be the
You get
Taco
the, you might
Bell.
get the free toy.
You might get the lunch.
And at least
No,
like
actually,
you're
you're
the
the
kid,
Wendy's
you're the
or some shit,
kid,
you know? Yeah, we're having fun with these. So Kilroy says Stuka Joe was one of my inspirations for even trying on my unworthy attempt at pimp. Hey, you know, I remember
Oh,
Rob
shut
and I
up!
were BSing back and forth a little bit, and you had mentioned this in a video not so long ago when you hit your 1,000 subs. Everybody has a voice. Utilize it, and everyone has validity.
You know,
Some more than others. You suck, but I'm only busting.
So
your
how many?
balls.
Let me have a question for you two, because you're tied in like Stuka Joe's tied in. How many you think good content contributors are out there that cover, say, traditional wargaming?
oh,
Not the sci-fi, not the Euro.
This
but,
is true.
but,
This is a
but
great
like tech
question.
space.
Well,
so how many?
well,
how many?
first-
how many?
To hit
Okay,
that,
sorry.
This is a good point. Deck B says, thanks to you all. You each give us hours of entertainment. Keep up the great work.
Absolutely.
That's
thank
true.
you.
Everyone has a different angle. Everyone has a different voice, and I think everyone is valid. I mean, Whiskey Charlie. I work with Nate and Kev
and drink whiskey.
and drink whiskey.
Yeah.
Two great guys who do great content in their own right, in their own way. We all have three varied voices. So you're getting 3 times the content. Ardy, he has his own content. Dan that you work with, he's got his own content. Stuka Joe, he has his own. Stigler, he has his own content. We all have our own voices, and the more voices we have, the better. So if you're motivated or inspired to do it,
And you'll help people.
you got your camera, you got your phone, get out there, get online, share your opinion.
So this is actually a really good point that you've made here, actually. And I guess I'm talking from the content creator's perspective specifically, but everybody's got to be themselves.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you're not, it's about the personality, and that personality reflects your content, right? If your personality is that you're going to do this meticulously produced, elaborate content with special stuff and weird camera rigs that you built to hover over the game board. I mean,
Are you picking on Stuka Joe?
No, I'm admiring.
Heretic.
I'm admiring Stuka Joe because I'm like, I cannot keep up with this. But the key is to do your content, right? Don't. And it's inspirational to see other people's content, maybe. But if you want to do content, do your content, not my content or Stuka Joe's content or Mo's content.
You suck.
Mo said,
No, you don't suck. Remember when we talked a while back? I said, keep at it, stick with it.
maybe you'll make it big
Speak your
someday.
voice. Maybe you'll be someone, kid. Be someone someday, kid. Look at you. You're on the CSR committee now. So, I mean, you're better than me.
So
I'm
how
just
many?
a schmuck.
I'm going to go back to my original question for you guys.
Damn it.
How many content for wargaming? So traditional board wargaming, hexes, not Euro gaming, let's say. It's not mixed with Euro games, let's say. How many content contributors do you think are out there fairly actively right now posting?
Oh,
Say at least one every 2 weeks. So let's put now where it's like
50 plus.
that's a really
50
good
plus.
guess. What do you think, Mel?
I'm subscribed
One
to almost
every 2
500 channels.
Yeah, I've got like shit. I could look at myself.
Now they're not all
but
super active,
Right.
but
I don't have. I'm gonna say like 25 to 50. I'm gonna go into 25 to 50. So we're in that range, but I'm also being a little more targeted, I guess you could say. You've got you, Kevin,
Yeah.
you,
Calling the names out.
Stuka Joe, Kilroy,
Hex Encounters.
Players Aid, Hex Encounters,
the
Hex to
table, the
Hex,
tabletop's edge.
Tabletop, Stigler. I mean, all these guys have a voice. They all have something to say. So if you're curious at all about war games, taking off.
Thank you, John.
John's like bailing on us.
John's like, man, it's really
Hope you hit
late.
it one more time.
I've been up
There you
for
are.
42
There you
consecutive
go.
hours.
John from the Philippines.
From the sunny. John C. from the sunny Philippines. That's right.
Good night.
Is
Good
here
night.
in
Good night.
not
Good luck.
sunny Connecticut.
Mr. America and all the ships in the city.
So I'm gonna say content contributors are so important. I'm gonna do a plug. Can I
Oh no,
sneak in
by
a
all,
free ad
by all
plug?
means, please talk about how awesome we are.
So one of the most important things I think are the content contributors right now to support the hobby. So my other hat is Consum World, and a little over a year ago we started the video channel,
Yes.
and it automatically in real time aggregates videos as soon as they get posted to YouTube. It aggregates, and we're over 30. You're averaging. There's 50 content contributors we're tracking right now on this channel. So if you go to Consum World, hit video, hit the main video link, you'll see if something was posted like literally 5 seconds ago, it's there in the first slot. And I think there's almost 12 to 14 hours of content per day you could watch.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
gotten
That's a lot.
that. It's like 20, there's 15 to 20 videos every day. And if you look at the time of some of these videos, you're going to have like half a day worth of videos to watch.
Oh, if you
It's crazy.
talk, I mean,
It's
as
crazy.
long as I talk, that's 2 hours.
It's just
right
a lot
there.
of stuff. So keep it
So
coming.
William Aaron says, but at some point, it is more important to be a discerning content consumer than a mediocre content creator. Are you saying we're mediocre content?
I'm insulted.
You paid me $5 to say that?
I insulted you, but here's $5.
I insulted
To make you feel better about it.
No.
It's a young field still. People are still learning.
The thing about it is, there's a large field, and not a lot of people filming it. There's room for more.
And there's other ways to do it besides YouTube too. I mean,
Yeah.
there are blogs and there are
Blogs, yeah.
TikTok.
Could be audio, could
I
be
think
pure
there's
audio.
space on TikTok for wargaming to grow.
There's some
Actually.
pure blogs with no
Yeah,
video.
if one of my videos would upload, I could help
go to
with that.
TikTok very.
I don't need, but that's where the kids are.
I know that's where the war is too. The war in Ukraine is like the TikTok war.
Well, yes, I have been watching that, so
So,
that's true.
But social media is broad, so you could really hit a lot of different avenues. And like I said before, a lot of voices. If you have something to say, pick up your damn phone and say it. Because everybody has a valid voice. And there you go. Thank you. But one person thinking something is mediocre.
Yeah, different opinions. It's art.
That's
Creative-
true.
So you're
creative
saying I'm
process.
mediocre or brilliant? Which
Creative
one?
process.
Well, so no, this is a point worth
Yeah.
talking about because sometimes somebody will say, "I'm going to throw out random. I'm going to make up bullshit channels." Actually, let's just throw channel X is just
Billy Bob.
somebody who I just don't enjoy their content. Other people love their content. Great.
Billy
Watch
Bob
the
makes a lot
content
of
you like.
filler bullshit.
You know, I like
Yeah.
certain types of content. I like detailed, super noodly playthrough videos, for example. And some people find that interminably boring and they immediately fall asleep. So, you know, watch the content you want to watch.
That's
So,
a good-
but yeah,
That's a good point. Now, question. This has always kind of bugged me. Everybody says they want reviews. Reviews get no views. You know, Gary and I were talking about this earlier.
yeah.
They really don't get the views. And they actually take, not for anything, but when we do a review, you sit there and play the game 1 or 2 times. Anywhere from 8 to 10 to 20 pages of notes. And then you do a playthrough. People want playthroughs. Then they bitch about the mistakes. Because we're war gamers, we all make
I hate
mistakes.
that guy.
And stop being a rules lawyer. You're a dick. But in all honesty, what do you guys want? What do you guys expect? And
This is a great point.
what can you accept mistakes wise? We're human. This is not our full-time job. We have day jobs, and then after working 45, 50 hours a week, we're doing this, and then so good question.
So, I mean, you know, it's really valuable if you're, you know, bloggers or YouTubers or whatever, right, to give them feedback,
Podcast
right?
creators.
You comment on the videos. It helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps them, right? I mean, there's been an enormous amount of useful feedback that I've gotten over the years through comments. There's been I'd say about 4 douchebags that I've had. Fuck this guy. I've had to ban him.
Fuck that guy.
But guys, I just don't want to deal with this asshole. But I mean, that is an exception rather than
That's
the
true.
rule, right? So,
Wait, counter tour.
yes, I'm already subscribed to that.
I
He's
am
doing
not.
some very interesting looking video on Not Paris 1914 that I
So Stigler on the chat here, he says, but there are some young content
Yes.
creators that have just poked their heads up in just the past couple of months. The countercore, I did not know about those. Thanks, Stigler. I just subscribed.
good catch.
Very good. Awesome.
Yeah, and spread the word around too. I mean, for everybody, right? If you're enjoying the
If
content,
you're not
spread it around.
subscribed, go sub to him now.
Yeah.
You guys take it away. Am I gonna run?
All right, John has
Thanks,
to
everybody.
run.
John's
Yes.
like, you guys
He's
are.
like, God, I
I'll
can't
see
do
ya.
This is
I hope
high
to see you next
intensity,
Thursday
man.
night. Hope to see you next Thursday night.
Thank you, John.
Yeah, thank
Very
you,
much
guys.
appreciated.
Great job as always, guys.
Legitimize our
I'll
Friday
send
night
I
bullshit.
guess we need to bring it 2 bottles of Canadian iced tea for next year.
Yes. Okay. Stupid Joe. I hate to even. Where to go? In a playthrough, the game sells itself. If you like what you see, you buy it.
I agree with that. I mean, so not everything is going to necessarily sing to you, right? Stuka Joe did Napoleon against Europe, Napoleon versus Europe, Napoleon against Europe, and I'm like, I got to have this game, and it took me like 4 years to find a copy at a non-absurd price, but I eventually ran down a copy. So
Yeah.
in a good playthrough video, well-produced playthrough video, I absolutely agree with this. That's not to say necessarily that it's the quality of the game, but it's the presentation of the topic that will and the image of the rules that you'll get from watching the video that will say this is a game I want.
Yeah, I mean that's true to a point. I mean, I agree with you with Joe. However, I'm going to go back to Blue River. Me and Kev played that. We had a lot of problems with the. Now, I'm going to disclaimer this right away. I really like Buka Sims. I bitched about getting the operation values that you, not the operation values, the numbers that you can use. The units you can activate and how many ops points you have. It took too long for what it was. But the combat itself is fun. You have the variable combat chits, which is really good. But getting to that point was too slow. That is not a mark on Buka overall, just that one game. With that said, I still think it's a brilliant game. And playthroughs will matter. Now, if you're watching what we're saying, what we're playing through, we're kind of complaining about how slow it is to move to the combat. And we're bitching about one of the rules that we found, which we pointed out to Buka about, because there was like a domino type effect. Correct those things, and that is a fine ass game. So playthroughs can point out issues, but at the same time, with creative voices, they can kind of bring light to the shortcomings.
It's gonna sound cheesy, but the content creator. I mean, a good content creation, piece of content creation, I should say. Some people, you know, we have off days.
Well,
too.
we can all content create,
But-
like today we're like Canadian iced tea.
Yes, we're yes. So, but I mean, you can illuminate. You're adding to the game by presenting the game in that way. Of course, adult beverages are not allowed here at Compass Expo, but we have greatly enjoyed the fine Canadian iced tea that Mo has provided. But I mean, the content creators adding something, right? They're adding themselves to and their approach to the content. This is why I keep saying Callendale is awesome. Because
We were talking about this earlier.
it's all
Stream of consciousness.
viewed through the lens of hey, this is Callendale talking. But if you watch a lot of Callendale, you get to know Callendale and how he talks himself through that stuff.
If Enrico even pays attention to any of our channels, Enrico opened invitation.
I don't think he
on
does.
Whiskey Charlie,
I believe we are opening.
because well, yeah, I mean he's like the
We're like the four winds of
yeah, pretty much. I would love to see Enrico on. I want to get him on Whiskey Charlie. On
That'd be a great-
Friday night.
That'd be
On a
great.
Friday night, because it would be awesome. It would just everyone would have to heavily imbibe to understand.
Or whatever.
It would
We're
be
just
great.
saying.
It would be great. But now we were talking about this earlier today. Enrico is great stream of consciousness that you pull out nuggets of information from his stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
And he has some brilliant things to say,
Some
along
really
with some
great
silly
insights.
bullshit in the middle. But still, he's an important voice in our hobby.
Absolutely.
And another one that should be thought about with CSRs. Not just the flash and dash, but the value that it brings to us. We all talk about him, so acknowledge that with CSRs.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's been doing this forever too.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a thing.
What? Mistakes are not accepted in playthroughs.
Yeah, that's what certain viewers tell me. Certain viewers whose comments no longer appear under the videos because a magical button has been pushed. No, which is not to say don't point out mistakes, right? I mean, by all means, point out mistakes. Just don't be a dick about it.
Yeah. Whoa. 20 hours of errors. I mean, 20
Yeah,
hours,
and you
20
complained
hours of errors.
constantly at errors we weren't making when we were playing GBACW in particular.
So what you're saying is it should have been published to Decision Game.
there you go. Your Decision Games as the new publisher of your Three Dog playthrough.
I couldn't resist.
No, totally suitable.
What band? What band? Did you ban him?
I haven't banned anybody. I haven't banned him. I can't ban him. He's too important.
He's part of the CSR.
He's important. Right, exactly.
So, okay, so my personal favorites of the last year or so, the AR type of videos that Jeff Hex to Hex is amazing.
He does. Boy, over the last year, especially, I think he's been doing
No unboxings.
really good AR videos.
Oh no, he does.
So I do an unboxing week because I mean, I'm not secretive about it. It's easy content, right? And they usually the views are okay.
It can be. We were talking
Yeah.
about this earlier.
Yeah.
Unboxing.
Well, you do you elaborate unboxings with you read all the text and read the rule book and everything. I unbox. I don't know what the
We're going to
fuck
talk
this
about
is.
unboxing
Here's
real
some
quick.
here's some cards. I didn't know these were going to be in here.
How long does it take you to do an unboxing?
It's exactly as long as you see it on the video.
20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, usually it's less than 10.
Wow.
I mean, and then there's the editing process. I do edit where if I like farted on camera, I edit that out. But I mean, I do very little editing, but it takes me at least as long to edit as it did to film the video.
That was one thing I busted your balls
That
about.
just happened, actually.
You have farted live on your
This
stream.
totally happened.
And I said,
Wow.
we need to rename them Fort.
I am embarrassed that I have not farted here on this stream, actually.
I'm glad.
I am feeling somewhat constipated. I don't know about you, Mo.
Oh shit.
So,
But anyway, about unboxings. Now, seriously, what kind of unboxing do you like? Do you like the fast, hey, here's a map, here's counters, whatever? Like, I mean, I'm not in a negative way. What Gary does versus what I do. He does an hour to do an unboxing.
usually it's 20 minutes or less. Total time. Filming, editing, all that stuff. Usually.
My unboxings take anywhere from 2 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
Between unboxing and editing.
You're doing really elaborate unboxings with a plan and an outline and shit that
No,
I
don't do an outline. That's why it takes 2 to 6
So-
hours. I go, okay, oh, fuck, that sounds like shit. Let's do it again. Fuck, man, that sucks
No, I'm
too.
not saying I never do that.
I wing
but-
it, but I wing it and I just kind of run with it.
Yeah, now
So-
there's occasions where like I'm unboxing Third Winter, a
Behind the
game that I
curtain.
have already put 50 hours
Yeah,
into.
you already know.
That took longer.
Well, that's the thing. You know that, and Donata.
There you go.
There you go. All right. So,
Yeah, I got that queued up. I haven't had time to watch it because free time is something I haven't had in the last couple.
okay, Tim, you are a freak. You don't mind errors. Everybody bitches about errors. And here's one thing I'm going to say for all content creators. Before you sit down and bitch, moan, cry, and complain about an error in a replay or a playthrough, whatever, think about it. We're just like you. We just decided to put up the camera, shoot a video.
We're godlike omniscient experts.
That
I don't know
too.
if you knew that.
Yes.
So
Because we get all 11 cents a month from YouTube.
in a playthrough, I don't mind errors. I expect errors to happen because if I was playing through the game, I would make errors too.
Oh, yeah.
If they catch the errors, if the error is significant enough that it completely shits the game up, that's a little different.
Hell, we just
But
did a
usually
long
they're
road.
not.
We just did a long road playthrough with Mark Walker, the designer of the long road.
This happens.
And we were hitting the pukers, and he was blowing up all the zombies in the hex when it was only supposed to be a couple. So it happens.
So this happens.
Even designers fucking.
Now, in an instructional video, then I don't believe you have any room to make mistakes. But in a playthrough, make mistakes, acknowledge that you made the mistake in the next episode or in the comments or whatever, and you're good. I mean, I'm good with that.
Joe is a gospel. A good playthrough has opened up my wallet.
He is the literal Moses of wargaming content
that's
creators.
because Stuka Joe is what we all
Aspire
strive to be.
Yep,
Yes.
that's totally right. Totally right.
And in all honesty, I mean, and I said this before, I mean, Jose does amazing work. We all appreciate what he does. And that's why I am thankful for the CSR nomination. But I am also going, what the fuck? Why is he not nominated? I mean, I appreciate it. I really do. But why don't we have a Stuka Joe award for CSR?
Well, we could talk about that.
All right, so the short little 2-minute check out what I'm up to videos are Jeff is really good at drilling down into what he's doing.
Yeah,
and really getting into the meat real quick.
And in doing a 2-minute video that's still, or whatever, a short video that still feels like it's got substance to it too.
Yeah. Hitting through all these. Half the fun is second guess the player doing the play.
Oh, I totally.
So what you're doing is you're trying to bust the balls of that son of a bitch who put their soul on the line, put their camera.
I don't do this with the rules, but I do this with strategy when I'm watching a detailed playthrough. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't do that. That's kind of dumb. So
watch my AAR on NATO, and you see how you can outflank yourself and look like a fucking moron doing it.
This is why I didn't do that kind of video on NATO.
Yeah,
By the time that we were already playing it at that point. This is true too. A lot to some extent. A playthrough video can be instructional videos can be to evergreen content that keeps pulling in views month after month after month. My 3 or 4 year old how to use Vassal for wargaming video is still one of my top 10 videos. Well, thank you.
Because the reason why, and this is kind of facetious, or I can't even speak right now. Too much Canadian.
There's been a lot of Canadian.
Yeah,
I mean a lot.
But
in
honesty, the reason why is because on the Learn to Play learning library on Compass website, that's where we have all the learning library videos. His is the first link. How to use the Vassal module.
Oh,
I
didn't know that.
He owes me $51.
I've never looked at that webpage. So thank you, Mo.
No, but that's the one we use. Here's how to use a Vassal module.
Well, it is the best.
And then the LTPs, it is. And then we have the LTPs to just
needs an update though.
Just like Stupid Joe says, you want a good playthrough, and one of the best playthroughs we try to go through is using the designer. However, designers make mistakes. Why? Because they're people. That's why there's errata, because it's done by people.
Yeah.
So,
and we had a couple questions we asked Ernie, and Ernie's like, I have to look that up. I'm not sure. So it's a complicated game. It's a big game. He can't remember every single rule.
I got a question for you, Stigler. If the content creator can't get the rule right, you're a content creator and now a designer.
That's true. We are going to rip your thing to pieces.
How often have you fucked up your own rules?
So the statement by the reviewer. I am thinking of Callendale.
Yeah.
Because Callendale is the best illustration of this inside wargaming. But this is true of Richard Berg, who did wargaming interviews. This is true of the players.
What?
The
Richard,
statement.
I'll argue with anybody.
Well, that's true. The statement by the reviewer of I like this or I don't like this is the least important part of the review.
Yeah.
Okay. That's incidental to the analysis that the reviewer is giving you. Now, any rules mistakes are unfortunate and they may create a false impression, and that's fair. But whether somebody liked it or not, whether they made a mistake or not, is okay, but it's not particularly important. The purpose of criticism as a discipline, and almost nobody understands this, is to give the reader or viewer or whatever more information about what they're talking about. They're there to give you context rather than inform you of what your opinion is supposed to be. So Stigler's not wrong to say this, but the value judgment of the critic at the end of the day is the least important thing in the criticism.
Now,
Joe has
made mistakes.
And Joe would say
not a negative.
Joe did a video about this.
Yeah, he's done a video about it, and we're all human. We're all war gamers. We all fuck up, and it's part of being a war gamer. That's what sets us distinctly apart from everyone else. Hobby gamers, and I kind of put 18XX in kind of the war game.
Those guys are just as hardcore as the
because they're
hardcore
hardcore about their, making sure they're
about their train, making sure they're trained.
Hobby gamers are like, oh well, next turn you get 2 instead of 1 or whatever. We do the same thing. but you're talking about rules that are really complex, really involved. So unless you're an asshole, you're going to retcon when anybody makes a mistake. Before I was playing Kaiser's IC fleet with John. He made a mistake. I'm like, dude, you didn't put these 2 units out. He's like, oh, well, screw it. I'm like, no, just put them out. Because that's what you're supposed to do. It's a learning experience.
And we've made mistakes at the war too, right? I mean, and you know, there comes a point at which you can't really roll it back.
No,
but if you haven't reached that point yet, then just fix it. Right? And in the sake of saying, you know, this was an error that we made, let's fix it to the best of our ability. I am perfectly fine with what we call Rule A2, because it's Rule A2 in the ASL rulebook, which is that once you have moved to the next step, you don't go back and fix it. I appreciate that, but, you know, I'm willing to fix stuff too.
Yeah. That's what we're supposed to do. Tim says,
I'd rather get it right? I mean, obviously.
I appreciate all you guys do, especially those who take on a playthrough essential for beginners.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, it can be tough, and a big thumbs up to all those who do that.
It's a lot of work to assemble that content too.
It is.
It's a lot.
And I'm going to tell you right now, people say, oh, I want playthroughs. Let's be honest.
Mostly they're wrong, but
they are, but let's think about it. Be honest for a second. Because I know a lot of people don't see this or say this. When you play a solo game, it takes you, what, 2-3 hours? Are you going to put out 2-3 hours of content, or you're going to minimize the bullshit and cut it down to 90 minutes or 75 minutes or whatever? So be mindful of that and be thankful that people are willing to expose themselves in a good way.
We are exposing ourselves here right now.
In a good way,
just, you
on
know.
camera. Not in a bad way.
In a helpful way.
Yeah, on camera to help the hobby.
There hasn't been that much Canadian iced tea.
No, there could never be. My wife would kill me. And
why did you get banned from YouTube?
And I would support her in court. But I mean, even dead. But the thing about it is, you have to be mindful of that. So next time you want to be critical of any content creator, especially new people, support them.
Yeah, I will just tell you to go fuck yourself if I don't like what you have to say. I've been doing this long enough. I can do that.
Be courteous
and so
of
has
people
Mom.
making mistakes. That, you know, it's like, hey, they made a mistake. Instead of saying, yo, asshole, you made a mistake, it's like, hey, on at 21 minutes, I think you may have misinterpreted the rule here. It's a learning moment for both of you.
Yeah, sure.
And you may have interpreted it wrong. They may say, no, that's the way the rule is. You, oh, okay, shit.
So there's an OCS video which that I pulled. It's not deleted, but I've made it private because literally somebody went through it one day and left me 30 comments of tiny, inconsequential things that I had quote unquote gotten wrong, some of which were not mistakes that I had made, but misunderstandings that they had. Some of them were or confusing points or optional rules that I had forgotten to mention. Hey, we use this optional rule for proportional losses, for example. And I ended up playing, I don't want to deal with this. I pulled the video. I'm like, I made it private. Fuck you. I got 5 OCS tutorial videos. You can watch one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
So
now, Stigler says, nobody can match Jeff Hexy for enthusiasm and for that West Virginia accent.
Yeah, it's reasonable.
And GPACW topic, you can't beat that with a stick.
He does have
Agreed.
one of the best
Agreed.
accents this side of Shelby
He does.
Foot.
Oh, well, you know, I'm going to tell you. No, he is great. And if you are not subscribed to Hex, go do it now or you're an asshole.
Yeah, he's doing good content.
No, he really is. He does a lot of good stuff and support everybody who's
and he's doing his stuff, right?
Yes.
He's not doing 2-hour live streams, right? He's
like we are.
He does 2+ hours now, but I mean he's not doing the same type of stuff that Mo's doing or I'm doing or Calendale's doing. He's doing
my stuff.
His stuff. So go check him out, and if you like his stuff, subscribe and support him.
You know, we all bitch, moan, cry, and complain about we want more people, more voices. This is the chance to support those voices. Go out there, hit Hex to Hex. You're already subscribed to us, dude, because you're watching this shit. Now, go subscribe to Hex to Hex. Kilroy, Stigler, whoever. If you're not subscribed to Stickajoe already, you suck.
I don't understand. I don't understand you if that's
And
the case.
Callendale,
And Callendale.
because Callendale is just glorious. Glorious.
I have
silly.
been watching Enrico's stuff for years, and he's got great insights. I mean, there you do have.
He's
to
like
kinda
the doors of
go.
wargaming.
Yes, that's exactly.
He's the lizard
He's
king.
literally the lizard king of wargaming. He would probably be super flattered to hear that. Actually.
He would be. And that's why I want to get him. One of these days, I'm going to try to get him on Whiskey Short because
He's
Nate would
not
be
really
like, I
susceptible.
don't know what the fuck to
He's
talk to
really
figure
not
out about it.
susceptible to ask.
Kev would be like, I've watched your shit for years. Me, I'd be like, I've watched your shit for years. I've watched you dance outside of a van. What the fuck was with that?
Surreal.
So it would be
Surreal. That is literally
Yeah.
something I would see in an acid trip at a Doors show.
It is. What's this? Oh, I'm going through. I'm catching up on the comments. Is there a bonus content channel for the fart outtakes? Ardwulf.com.
That's fair. We could do that. I could. God, then I have to start saving them.
You did good on your unboxing. You said you had 8 games. You did a good job.
Oh yeah. I can normally. It depends.
He says, except for the 8-game unboxing. I liked it.
Yeah, but that's 8 games, right? So
Yeah.
just tear it into it like a 4-year-old at Christmas.
All right, we're gonna try to catch up on these comments and close out because
We've been doing this for 2.5
we're
hours
like-
now,
and you guys got to be bored.
and I've got
Or
to
your
pee.
Friday night sucks, and you're watching us two clowns.
That's
Which
true.
is cool because we're two idiots too. Flying wall coverage cons walkthrough, great for those who have sent it. 10. Okay. Question: Why are you unable to attend? Is it financial, timing, what?
Travel.
What could travel?
Maybe
what
he
could
lives
get
in
you to come
Svalbard.
here? Oh, that would suck. What would get you out here in May, and again in November?
Social anxiety. I mean, we talked to somebody who anecdotally told us about somebody who had like severe social anxiety, and they came to a convention one time and were playing with somebody, and they had literally never played a game with an actual person before. They had done everything solitaire. They just had like severe social anxiety. I mean,
That's
so
a good
that
point.
I understand that. I have social anxiety. You guys don't see it because I'm really good at faking it. That's why. And the Canadian Ice Tea helps too.
He paid me $15.
That's true. That's true. And bribery.
Pushed for 20, but he wouldn't
Yeah.
go.
I ran.
Only had a 10 out of 5.
Compass got all my money. So
No, that is a good point because I think we're all kind of. I'm going to preface this right away so nobody gets offended. I think we're all kind of socially retarded in various degrees. Retarded, not in a negative.
I'm going to say that this is a really. I think this is more common among wargamers
Yeah.
because of what we're doing than it is among the general population.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you see certain personality types, the
We see
OCD
things
personality
differently.
types.
We look
Yeah.
at things differently.
Yes, I would love to do all this math to determine my
Yeah.
production accordingly for this game.
There are people who really dig into the math, and there are other people that dig into the
The minutia.
human / tactical, and then the other people that go into the minutia.
Or the rules.
The rules. I mean, I sit there and I'm like, okay, what would I do in the field? What would my thoughts
He would
be being
shoot it.
shot at? I would be like, fuck you, I'm coming at you. Because that's how I respond. How do you respond? Count numbers? No.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I tend
wear bad
to,
clothes now. That's out.
yeah. He's got that covered. I'm
I'm going to be
sta-
loud.
I am
with my
very
clothes.
stylish dressed at all times. At least not wearing something out of Saturday Night Fever. But
I got a really bad visual.
yes, you did, and it's probably that thing I posted on Twitter a few weeks ago. But I tend to withdraw. I usually get over it relatively quickly, but I tend to withdraw. I tend to clam up and like completely lock up.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our own limitations.
Yeah.
We all have our strengths and limitations. Stigler says, I do unboxings with no expectations for quality. And it shows.
I'd love Stigler
I
to do
know
more
I can't
videos,
match
actually.
others on.
I respect his time limits. You know, people got time to do the time they got the time to do.
You have your own style,
Yeah.
and it speaks to an audience.
I'm looking forward to your new line of Decision Games unboxings.
Derision.
I mean, would those not
Did I
be?
say that?
Would that not be spectacular content? I ask the audience. I'm just saying, spectacular content.
Stigler decides on games. I just gave you a whole new line.
Marketing genius. He's a marketing genius. They should pay him for this.
Derision games. Decision games. Seriously, I think it would be kind of fun.
Stigler versus Decision Games.
Stigler decides.
Mhm. Stigler destroys Decision Games every Tuesday. I mean, come on.
8 p.m.
Yeah. A Quinn Martin production.
Oh, that was classic. Quinn Martin production killed me.
Everyone watching tonight got that joke. So, Streets of San Francisco.
Kolchak United Stalker.
We're gonna have to use some of these ideas now.
We're gonna get like sued.
Next Friday, Doc Cummins is gonna be knocking on my door. You son of a bitch.
But the thing about it is, everyone has a voice and use it. So you new guys out there who might have made it all this way through us old bastards that Bill says we're going to be in his old folks home. And Billy says, I don't want anything to do with it. I've made my money off you fuckers. Seriously though, if you have something to say, say it, because we're all valid. Everyone's valid. So speak out. I mean, I've got a channel, Gary's got a channel, Stigler's got a channel, Jeff's got a channel, Kilroy's got a channel. Everyone's got a channel. Speak out. Say what you need to say.
And maybe you got things to say and you're not getting it out. Start a channel, start a blog, you know.
If you got something you want to say that you think is missing in war games, speak out.
Mm-hmm.
And it's either going to be validated or it's going to suck.
I agree.
Because
get involved.
Yeah. All right. Exploding pukers. Oh, that was true. Because now the pukers were supposed to be, correct me if I'm wrong, like only one unit, and we like killed everything. That's true. Errors help everybody if they're identified. Horns of Jericho.
Oops, that vanished very quickly.
Now, this one right here.
Mm-hmm. This one?
Yes. This is one of the things that I have not done.
Me neither. No.
And I've looked at for the past 2 years in doing. That's why I went to the Learn to Plays. I was looking at doing the examples of play, and then I was like, well, Stuka Joe's doing that. That would be kind of a dick move to do that. So Learn to Play is what I did, which is.
Well, you're normally doing it with the designer. Right?
I'm doing it with the designer because I want the designer to show their game.
Right, and nobody else is really doing it like that on a regular basis.
For war games, no one's doing it.
Yeah.
And everyone's bitching about, how do I play this game? Well, here you go. And we just did our last one for Enemy Action Kharkov, and we've got a few more in the queue. But if you have a voice and you know a game, do it. Do it, Learn to Play. No one's doing it for war games. These are complex games.
Yeah.
Share your knowledge.
It's difficult to do. So there's different ways to approach this, right? You could do it on a blog post. You could put it on BGG, whatever.
Do a video.
Instructional stuff is generally difficult to do and even harder to do well. And there probably does need to be a certain personality component in the person doing the teaching.
Yes.
But there's also a lot of need for that, right? Particularly for complex games. I've got, I've been working on this OCS series and I've got 3 episodes scripted and it's a total of about 40 minutes of content. and it's just the amount of work it is to put the video
It's a
together.
lot of work.
Because I basically got to create a 160 card slideshow for each episode, and it's a monstrous amount of work. I've got the audio's recorded, everything's done except the stuff. So it's a tremendous amount of work.
Now,
And I think most people appreciate that, but
yeah, I mean,
yeah, a lot of people were introduced to Tuca Joe via the B7, the classic B17 Queen of the Skies playthrough.
I will be honest. The learner plays for the new Compass.
I agree with that.
They're between 20 and 30 hours of effort behind it.
That sounds right.
So there's a lot of effort that goes into that. So if you're intimidated, oh, I can't do that. Do it. If you feel a passion for it, do it. Don't hesitate. Do it, because you can help another gamer, and helping one guy or gal to play a game is going to feel awesome. So
Yeah,
do it.
and it really helps. That one person
does.
will help another person down the line, right?
That B17 playthrough.
Classic. It's totally classic.
I've been considering doing a American tank case with me, Gimpy, and Nate, Whiskey Charlie crew. See how long we last, but I keep getting killed in the bocage. So why would I do that? So one of these days, I'm going to do that. I'm going to shoot it. We're going to get out of the bocage, or we're going to do the night, which is a white dog game, a zombie game. And I think I'm going to try to get those two guys in with me so they can throw their voices in. And Kate can be, not Kate, Nate can be like, oh, yeah, fuck you guys, boom, boom, boom. And then Kev can be like, yeah, fuck you guys, boom, boom, boom. It would be a lot more fun. So just like we've done with the long road and shit like that. I like having other people do the production.
Oh yeah, it'd be great to have a behind-the-scenes producer. So William Aaron's much appreciated. Eric's table Napoleonic battles is great. Dan, of course, is Dan.
Hey, thanks for William for just saying fuck you to me. I'm just busting your balls.
To Charles S. Roberts Awards nominated Mo.
I'm just busting your balls.
So another great unheralded content designer, Nate of Wise Guy History. Yeah, Nate's doing great stuff. I've had him on my channel. Nate's great. He's great. He just lives in Australia, so he can't get board games.
Yes.
So that's a problem.
It sucks for you Australian guys.
It really does.
It really does.
It really does. I mean, it's like the worst place to live if you're a war gamer. In
like the
Europe,
black
at least,
hole
you
of
have
wargaming.
like European publishers doing cool stuff.
That's a valid point.
Oh yeah, it's valid.
That happens.
It's worth criticizing when it happens, but like I said, the final point of view is the least important thing in the review, right? It's everything that leads up to that gives you context about what the reviewer is basing the game on. Now, if there's a misrepresentation there, that's another question that obviously is problematic. I don't believe Enrico's ever done that on purpose.
16 hours.
Maharaja, yeah. Maharaja's old Avalon Hill game. Authorities have been contacted for those who expose themselves on YouTube. There's already at least we're not reporting to Elon Musk anymore.
That's true.
So yeah, polite and civil certainly helps. Being a douche about it is not going to be helpful.
Being a douche is going to get you to be. Fuck you very much. Have a nice day.
And Meandering Mike is doing great vids now. And now you can find his channel, unlike before. So very helpful. So sounding more and more like a PBS fundraising drive. Thank you. Subscribe now.
Public Bullshit Foundation.
We're getting pretty tight. It's like almost midnight here. We're getting pretty tired.
We're
Callendale is, in fact, Callendale. Red wine. There you go.
I got to get Callendale on the Whiskey Charlie.
So William Aaron's.
Oh, hey, William. Thank you very much.
Informative playthroughs such as done by Jean Grosjean. So he's done some really good stuff on Nevsky.
Yeah, I was going to say, now those are different animals. Volko is...
So Volko's done some of his own stuff.
Oh, yeah, he does.
That's true.
And Volko is great at doing the stuff he does. He's got the Levying campaign. He's got Coin.
Mhm.
So he's got those established series. Now Levian Campaign is well established. Coin is already it's
Oh yeah,
you know,
it's doing
evergreen.
okay.
Yeah.
And
So-
Gilbert's of course here.
And Gilbert is just a gem.
Yeah, I've been watching Gilbert's content for years, regardless of the couple of the relatively small number of videos he's done at his own games. But it was admittedly his War for America stuff that I'm like, this is really cool. I want to buy this.
War for America.
War for
one
America.
that has created him. We were talking about earlier. He's like it's like created him a bunch of headaches because there are some people that want to bitch, moan, cry, and complain about a couple of things.
Yeah,
It's a giant game.
it is a big
He
game.
didn't help himself out. It should have been smaller, as well as huge.
No, I like it. I like it to be huge.
Oh, no, I know.
I'm a huge guy game. So, con experience help that person do some of the social anxiety. I hope
Yes.
so. I hope so too.
Yes.
I think so. But you got to start somewhere, right? There you go. Order change roll failed. Yeah. You got to play CWB.
Good stuff, Maynard.
Yeah, we've done it. We've done content creator roundtables before. I mean, that's something that's happened. We kind of drifted off at Compass Expo here, but
Yeah, we're all over.
they run boxes, the DG solo games. Yeah, there are kind of there are a respectable number of DG solo games actually. Some of which are really good.
You need to have your own playlist for decision.
For I hate these people. That's what you will call that playlist. These fucking guys. Kilroy, thanks so much for stopping by. I know he just got back from traveling.
Kubrick.
So
Yeah, we're unboxed to stage to stage.
some of those are really good. I
Yeah,
think some
they
of
are.
those are really good.
States of Siege is good to crazy. So it could be fun.
Oh, that might be interesting. That might be interesting. It's like that's like wow. I'm like now I'm thinking that through. I'm like wow, how would that work? But
More
yeah,
hookers and blow.
that could be interesting. We have had a hookers and blow free conversation this entire evening.
We have not said that till now.
That's true.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Until now, thank you so much. There's lepers
And
against
it's
women.
so-
Like, where does he shop?
Goodwill. and Alex knows I love him, but
Oh, we all
stop
love him.
shopping at Goodwill.
I don't know what he's doing. I don't know whether he is buying random clothes of the month club or what. Alexander and I'm Grant.
I'm Grant. And I got a bowel movement.
They're
Good
great
help.
guys. We love them so much.
No, not in a negative way. We're totally
love them.
busting our balls because
I'm constipated.
I'm constipated.
Ham
I'm
tag. They
smooth
just
as
did a
X
new
lax.
ham tag video over on Bonding with Board Games and RPGs actually, and it's a great video. It's
Ham
not all
tag is
100% board
awesome.
games. It is. I just wish
Yeah.
they would do more.
Like
do
more often, other than
At-
once every
at-
5 years.
at all. Yeah, would be great.
So we got how many are still there behind the camera, still playing at this hour?
Five
Only
people in
us
the room.
two jackasses, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah,
Five people in the room besides us
Yeah,
at
Yeah,
this hour. It is
we're coming to a close.
close to midnight. Yeah.
Oh,
There you go. He doesn't cuss. He probably cusses less than
I
me
am
on camera.
really good on camera. Off camera, I'm like a fucking episode of Deadwood.
I control it. I like to think I use profanity in a deliberate way.
Yeah,
Because if you overuse it, it loses its impact.
it does.
right?
It does. It definitely does. No, that's a good point.
Sure.
I don't know about on purpose.
Oh, I doubt. No, I'm sure he hasn't intentionally misrepresented a role.
no.
But has he based his conclusion
On
on that
misinterpreted rules,
misunderstanding?
yes.
Yeah, maybe. I couldn't think of an example off the top of my head.
Now, Stigler, if you can come up with an example, that would be great.
No, there are examples of this. I just don't know off the top of my head.
Look up my channel.
We're here.
I'm kind
So-
of professional.
I'm kind of a big deal.
I'm kind of a asshole. I mean,
Yeah, I do that to my wife all the time.
thanks
Honey,
for that.
honey.
You are.
I have to go handle my social media empire. She's like, shut up.
So Stigler is already cutting out. He says he's got to go.
Yeah.
For a great deal.
Because it's 9 o'clock there.
Oh shit, you old fucker.
Yeah, Matlock is about to come on.
Got to get the reruns of
Streets of San Francisco is showing up right now. A Quinn Martin production.
And you can't miss the 11 o'clock of Kojak.
Kojak.
Who loves you, baby?
We love you, baby. I love Telly Savalas as a kid.
How do you guys stream so long without needing to stop
Up
to
to
pee?
Pete, Iron Will,
Canadian iced tea.
Canadian iced tea.
Which
we're-
means that we're going to need to go to bed
We're very
really
dehydrated.
soon. Yes. And that's why I've got my Compass Games.
Right.
No.
Official
Wow.
merch.
So, I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, we're pretty shit-faced. I mean,
I'm just
tea.
tired. Considering the amount of Canadian iced tea that was consumed, I feel
Yeah.
pretty okay.
Yeah,
Nevertheless,
I'm
my voice is about to go.
yeah, I
So-
mean, I can feel it right here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
And
I do a lot of time. if I really try to do it,
if
I
I,
mean,
really
I
try to
could
do the,
yeah, I've
hey
been
guys, welcome to Mogsy.
I've
I
been
can't
talking
do that
all
shit.
day anyway, right?
Yeah.
And I had somebody coming to me yesterday at about this time and say, "Oh, are you getting sick?" I'm like, "No, I always sound like this at 11:30 p.m."
It's 11:30 p.m. Do you know where your children are? That sounded fucking creepy.
They're
as
calling
shit.
from inside the house.
The call is coming from inside the house. That's fucked up.
So
Get a
everything,
-1 DRM on
everything
your
is
reaction.
good. Oh yeah, more than -1 at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm getting up at 5:30
I
tomorrow
can't
morning.
believe 25 jackasses are still on with us.
This
And
is
I
true.
mean that in the most loving way.
in the most complimentary way possible.
Yeah, it's like almost 12 o'clock.
Yeah, we've been on almost 3 hours.
Yeah. We just kind of just winged this.
Well, we
might do some more tomorrow
There was
night.
some quality content here, though. We triggered Bill
Yeah, we
as
did.
as happens.
I was trying to trigger the shit out of it.
So yeah, no, it happened.
We
and
finally poked the bear enough and finally
he was
he
like, I'm not talking anymore. I'm not talking anymore. No. I'm like, no, Bill, please continue.
then we ran out of Canadian.
Canadian iced tea.
Iced tea.
Iced tea. Right. That's a thing. That's a thing that we have to,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
I mean, should have brought
I should have, brought some Scottish iced tea.
Yes.
But
9:40.
940. Yeah,
Shit, you're on
because
the
he
West
lives where the weather is nice. It's actually nice
No,
here,
20 to
other
12.
than the rain. So no, it is 20 to 12.
The Wi-Fi. How has the connection been for you?
So Moo did a speed test right before he came on, and I don't know if this is bullshit or not, but the
Yeah.
numbers were fantastic.
the upload was like 56.
Meanwhile, I
and
can't
the
get a-
download was 40.
I can't get a video to upload to YouTube this morning. I had to struggle with it and flip the Wi-Fi on and off, and I'll monkey with it for quite a while.
Holy shit!
So-
Who the hell is up at 1 a.m. watching us do jackasses?
1 in the morning, calling from the maritime provinces, no doubt.
7 a.m. You two clowns? Who the fuck are you calling clowns? You fucking idiot!
Listen to this fucking guy.
Harry Z's like,
Look
fuck
at-
you,
look
you
at
jackass.
this. Look at this. Who are these fucking guys again? What the fuck? Oh, that's no good.
Oh,
That's
sorry
no
to hear
good.
that,
That's
boy.
great. Yeah, sorry to hear that. That's bad. I've been getting flu shots for the last few years based on my doctor's recommendation. So
Yeah. Well, William, you are more than welcome to any expo at Compass or
Yep, yep.
CSW or
next
any,
May or
any
November.
war game. We'd love to have you. And if you get here when we're here, let us know. We'll put you on camera when we're
Yes,
enjoying Canadian iced tea.
yes, and make you feel super uncomfortable.
And you'll be like, you guys really suck in person.
Some people,
Oh,
and nobody we had on between John, and Bill, nobody really locked up tonight. I've
No.
had people absolutely lock up. And they're like,
yeah. John was kind of like, oh, why am I
I don't
on
know
here?
about this. These guys are unprofessional
Yes, we're
clowns.
streaming on a Wi-Fi. Is it bad or good?
You
Let
tell
us
us. Yeah, I don't know. Is it?
I'm
is it
still
good?
on Central Time, but I'm on the East Coast right now
Yes,
because
we're on
I'm based at Texas, but
we're in proper time right now.
I'm in East Coast. 1:45. What the hell?
1:45.
Where the hell are you?
out in the Azores.
Yeah, I was
apparently.
gonna say you're like
See Greenland.
across the pond, halfway across the pond.
Yeah, I wish.
Yeah.
I wish I had brought
Joe,
live
I
streaming
want you
stuff.
to get out here to Compass Expo.
That would be great. You should.
Come join us
You
next
should.
November. Plan on it.
Yep. We're gonna come.
I will buy
kidnap
you dinner and your bottle of choice. Seriously,
Take advantage of
at
that.
his expense.
I will.
No, seriously, we'll take you out. Come on out. We want you to come out. We will do a show with all three of us with the legend studio.
Yeah. I mean,
And
how
then
spectacular would
Us
that
two
be?
jackasses.
Yeah, we'd be on your channel, which people actually
Yes.
watch.
And
So
we'll do a live show. We'll take you out to dinner, your choice where you want to go, and a bottle of your choice. We're so behind. Because I
we're just host. Yeah, it's all good.
What?
All right, 12:45 on the East Coast, 12:45 on the East Coast of Canada, maybe. You looking at this one? Stick to Mike's Hard Lemonade, also known as whatever the fuck this is with caramel color in it.
Yeah. After midnight?
No, it's
we're not
11:46.
even- Well, no, we are
Right?
after midnight.
Are we after
Yeah,
midnight?
we're at 12:50.
Oh, you're on Central Time
yeah, I'm
here.
Central.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
So 1 o'clock.
Oh, my wife's gonna kill me. I was supposed to call her at like 11.
Oh, Joe is on board.
There you go.
Next
Awesome.
November.
Next November.
Here, we're gonna have.
Well,
Joe
I'm
on the
definitely
show.
coming then.
Yes.
I mean, I was planning on it anyway, but this is true.
That
I'm
is-
looking at Mo's clock, which is
Yeah,
of course
I'm
Central
on.
Time.
My laptop is still on Central,
Mm-hmm.
which is like 11:45. My wife's like, "Oh yeah, you're doing a show online. I watched it for 2 minutes, and you're an idiot. I'm going to bed." And she's probably gonna text me.
Yeah, I'm a little amazed I haven't received several messages. What's going on? Are you okay? Were you
All right.
beaten up by the crazy gamers?
You traveled back. in
That's true.
time, We got that, and then Halifax,
Lewisburg.
Lewisburg. You are. No, he's in Mexico,
Is
so
he?
he's a little further south than Canada.
Slightly, and further west for the most
Yeah.
part.
So, with all that said, we appreciate all you guys joining us tonight. We're just like, hey, let's do a live stream for shits and giggles, and
Because
we'll
why not?
drink Canadian iced tea and have fun.
Before the Canadian iced tea rule
Yeah.
was pronounced.
It ran out. I need more Coke, but because I was drinking Coke out of my Compass bottle. Well, no, wait.
It's a very nice bottle, by the way.
Yeah. Pretty nice. So appreciate you guys tuning in tonight and listening to our half iced tea rambles.
Half-baked bullshit.
Yes, and but like
That's a good
half-baked
name for a
bullshit.
show, actually. Half-baked bullshit.
Half-baked bullshit. But what we said is true. If you have something to say it. We'll support it. We all support it.
Participate.
As long as it's not stupid. That doesn't mean I like this game and it's great because it's great. No, say why it's great and why it speaks to you. Do that, you're good. If you just say it's great because it's great, that's weak. That's weak tea shit. No. Support the hobby. Support your publisher of choice or all publishers, and best course of action. And just help each other out. We're all in it together, as the old saying goes. The sound.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work, bro. So hey, appreciate you guys all tuning into our silly shit. Maybe we'll do it again tomorrow night. We don't know until we're like kind of Canadian iced tea. So have a good night, everybody.